The man before us heard just the slightest rustling sound, and suddenly threw a powerful punch at a tree by the street. The tremendous force caused the trunk to snap in two. It turns out this man is a member of the Earth Alliance from the year 2082, yet now he stands on the streets of S-City in 2024, unable to remember anything, but his instinctive combat reflexes and immense strength tell him his identity is far from ordinary. Just then, a voice suddenly speaks in his ear. "Nice to meet you, Agent." The voice seems to come from inside his head. "I am a human-implanted combat support AI." So the man asks the AI, "Where is this? What year is it?" The AI analyzes the banner before his eyes and deduces that it's S-City in 2024. "And I am a military combat support artificial intelligence manufactured in 2082. Due to memory formatting, I cannot retrieve past activity data." Just then, two vehicles collide. The AI immediately issues an alert, "Danger detected." A red car crashes through the guardrail, sending an iron bar flying straight toward the man. He reacts quickly and dodges, but a passerby gets impaled through the abdomen. Spectators quickly gather around. Someone call an ambulance. Witnessing this scene, a purple indicator box immediately appears before the man's eyes. The AI explains this is the AR function projecting images from the visual assistance device. Right now, an innocent civilian is dying. They'll be dead in 5 minutes without treatment. The AI prompts that if he wants to save them, emergency surgery must be performed, although the agent doesn't know how. The system can do it. After a moment's hesitation, he trusts the AI and steps forward to check the civilian's condition. The wound seems very deep. "Looks like major surgery will be needed. Can I really do this?" The AI's voice comes through. "If there's needle and thread, a knife, and disinfectant, surgery can be performed." So the man asks the crowd if anyone has those supplies. With everyone's enthusiastic help, all the necessary items are gathered. But the people on the street are still skeptical. He doesn't seem like a doctor. Doing surgery on someone randomly, what if the injured person gets infected and dies? Under pressure, the protagonist is sweating profusely. He can only ask the AI, "What should I do now?" Then the AI prompts that if it's granted temporary control, it can manipulate the agent's hands. There's no time to ask details in this situation. After the man grants authorization, blue light emanates from his hands. His fingers begin moving on their own, nimble and swift. He feels the surgery is about to succeed, but the AI's warning comes again. Patient's blood loss exceeds expectations, survival rate is dropping. The man is completely confused, but the AI chooses silence at this moment. Even his hands have stopped moving. Then the patient's wound suddenly spurts a large amount of blood. "It's over, we're dead." The scene cuts to the patient being rushed to the emergency operating room. Two doctors can't help but marvel at the patient's condition. Although there was excessive blood loss, at least the patient survived. But when they opened the wound, they were shocked. Without that pre-surgery hemostasis, they would have died immediately. What's absurd is that both inside and outside the patient's body were sutured with sewing thread. And even more chilling, the stitches and spacing are exactly like a tailor's work, perfectly uniform. By this time, Detective Park Ki-jung, in charge of this case, has also arrived. After he explained the specific circumstances of the preliminary surgery, the two doctors were even more horrified. "I heard he asked passersby for a scalpel and ended up performing surgery with a box cutter. But a box cutter simply cannot make clean cuts in human tissue. What about the needle? What kind of needle did that person use?" Park Ki-jung explains it was the needle from a sewing kit, bent once and then used. The person who performed the surgery left leisurely before the ambulance arrived. Meanwhile, the man is in the bathroom asking why the AI's memory disappeared as well. After some conversation, the man learns that the AI doesn't even have a name set. "Then, let me give you a name. Combat Support Artificial Intelligence. Let's call you Combat Intelligence." "There, your name is Combat Intelligence." Hearing this, the AI is speechless about this name, but in the end accepts the setting. "My name is set to Combat Intelligence." The man originally wanted to set it as Black Flame Fire-Breathing Dragon, but decided against it. He notices on his arm is an Earth Alliance emblem. If we're Special Forces agents from 2082, why are we here? Combat Intelligence cannot determine either. To prevent harm, its data input and output are restricted. Currently, it can only gather information through the agent's 5 senses. For example, if the agent eats delicious food, the AI shares the taste. As long as temporary control is obtained on the agent's body, battlefield situations can be quickly assessed, but the AI can only assist with aiming. It cannot directly fire. Hearing this, he falls into thought. "I can only rely on myself to get the reasons and information." Then this is also the first mission. Let's begin. So he naturally walks to a PC cafe entrance. Unconsciously walk to the PC cafe entrance, but you need money for that. The protagonist turns out his empty pockets, decides to first earn some money by street performing. Fortunately, Combat Intelligence can use his vocal cords to sing. Combat Intelligence is indeed reliable, even found a soup spoon. The protagonist's face darkens. This is really dedicated. Also, why sing here? Before us is a professional band. How can we possibly win? Combat Intelligence is unfazed. Just show off better skills than them. The protagonist can already imagine the crazy mockery from passersby. "Hey, Combat Intelligence, I know you're a very capable artificial intelligence, but I'm the one who'll be embarrassed." Eventually, the protagonist still prepares to show off his singing voice on the street. The melodious music makes nearby pedestrians stop in their tracks, though this gesture is a bit confusing. On the band's side, the audience also notices the protagonist's presence. Let's go check it out. When they come over, the protagonist is singing a sweet love song. Everyone's discussing, he's clearly a guy but can produce a female voice. That's amazing. And he keeps singing the chorus, female soprano. Soon, the protagonist earns his first pot of gold with his soft female soprano. After getting the money, ignoring the audience's expectations, he flees like the wind. This scene is witnessed entirely by the girl Yoon Seo from the PC cafe upstairs. Her face is entranced. She was hoping to hear more. But a customer orders ramen at this moment. After the protagonist has some money, he prepares to go to the PC cafe to gather useful intelligence. If If nothing is gathered, intelligence prompts that they can first secretly infiltrate locally to adapt to the environment, then find a way to contact headquarters. At this time, the protagonist notices a help wanted sign at the entrance for PC Cafe part-time workers. This is undoubtedly a good method for secretly infiltrating. The PC Cafe even provides employee meals. System prompt. Becoming a part-time worker immediately solves data collection and food problems. Execute immediately. The protagonist wonders, is the clothing problem solved too? Intelligence prompts that the agent's clothing has a change option. Clothes can be freely switched between multiple templates. Hearing this, the protagonist is eager to try. After a flash of blue light, the protagonist changes into a bright red non-mainstream outfit. By coincidence, two young men coming upstairs see the protagonist's getup. An indescribable feeling makes them both very uncomfortable. As they pass by the protagonist, they're scared pale. Intelligence, did my clothes scare them pale? I should change outfits. This is perfect right, as a special agent wearing a hat is also reasonable. After entering the PC Cafe, the protagonist begins scanning the surroundings. The vast majority of users are playing games. The temporary living space and food conditions are both decent. Without delay, the protagonist directly finds the boss for an interview. The boss is casual. You actually came for an interview without an ID card or resume, but the part-time worker position needs someone to fill it. Bring your ID card tomorrow. Looking at the protagonist, he actually seems quite alright, but surely not some idle bum who can only cook instant noodles right. So he has the protagonist first fry some rice to see how it goes. This doesn't stump the protagonist. Intelligence carries field cooking functions. This is a piece of cake. After authorizing the system, that familiar feeling surges into his mind. The knife-wielding hand is so fast it creates afterimages. This amazes the boss. I thought he could only fry seasoning packets. Didn't expect he actually knows how to cook. And finish so quickly too. But being so fast probably won't taste good. Frying this fast probably isn't cooked through. The boss slowly scoops up a spoonful and puts it in his mouth. The next second he forgets this is a PC Cafe and shouts, "Boss, give me another bottle of soju." He happily pats the protagonist. I thought this was the fried rice shop I always go to, ha ha ha. He introduces his niece to the protagonist, Cha-on SCO. She's also a part-timer. You two get along well. Yoon SEO looks admiring. Aren't you that street singer? Why would you become a part-timer? The protagonist can only awkwardly explain, I'm good at everything. Singing too. The boss is overjoyed. Having a young person come is so great. Our Yoon SEO can't even cook instant packets well. He then asks what time slots the protagonist wants to work. The protagonist says he'd like to work flexible hours at an hourly rate. Also, I saw there's a storage room over there. I hope you can let me stay there temporarily. Though the boss is a bit skeptical internally, he can't pass up such good talent. Alright, I'll let you stay in the storage room and provide lunch and dinner for free. I'll even give you double the weekly wages. But the condition is you have to increase food sales. The scene cuts to the street, a couple discussing eating first then gaming because the PC Cafe food is too bad. At this moment, the protagonist appears with a spatula. Whether it's good or not, you have to taste it to know. Inside the PC Cafe kitchen, the protagonist makes golden fried rice in just moments. Even the plating can be this perfect. The two are dismissive. How good can PC Cafe fried rice be? I'll just order one portion to try. It's done so fast we haven't even started our game yet. The two see the server is drooling, so they skeptically take a bite. The taste reminds them of when they were dieting. The two exercised crazily, dieted to lose weight, finally got to eat a whole roasted chicken, that sense of satisfaction. This is exactly that taste. It's incredibly delicious. This is basically a famous fried rice restaurant. Give me another serving. No, 2 servings. The couple's reaction arouses everyone's curiosity. Let's order a serving too. Yoon SEO hurriedly runs back to the kitchen. It's bad. Suddenly got 12 fried rice orders. The boss expectantly looks at the protagonist. The protagonist can only mutter and ask intelligence, can 12 portions of fried rice be made just as delicious? The system is indeed powerful. Field food is meant for large portions anyway. 3 hours later, the boss looks at the protagonist, his eyes full of the gleam of money. Name, what's your name? Just 3 hours and this many orders. Please tell me your name. After slight hesitation, the protagonist says, my name is Ra Kang-in. The boss beams with joy. Mr. Kang-in, I'll help you clear out the storage room. I'm counting on you from now on. Ra Kang-in is a bit dazed because this name came out unconsciously. Until I remember my own name, I'll use this name for now. After the eating and living problems are solved, Ra Kang-in prepares to have intelligence hack websites because intelligence has 2082 hacker technology. Although he wants to directly hack banks, intelligence can only provide technology related to local infiltration. Speaking of which, I should be able to forge an identity, right? Ra Kang-in opens up his thinking. After authorizing operations to the system, he discovers there's actually information about himself online. There's actually my information online, and the fingerprints match. Is this possible? I'm a 2082 Special Forces soldier, and you said I was created then. He immediately searches for Earth Alliance military information from 2024, but finds nothing. Could I exist in both the past and future simultaneously? Let me search more about my own intelligence. Maybe I can find related information. But no useful information is found, and his current status is still unemployed vagrant. At this time, UN SEO comes over. You type so fast. Uncle gave me a card and told me to go buy things with you. In the mall, Ra Kang-in quickly finishes shopping for ingredients. Facing the girl's praise, Ra Kang-in thinks he just needs to follow intelligence's selections. Yoon SEO looks admiring, squeezing Ra Kang-in's arms, carrying so many things so easily, arms like steel. When they reach a coffee shop, the girl suggests going in to sit. At this moment, a big guy knocks Yoon SEO down. Damn, watch where you're going if you don't want to die. System warning, hostile targets detected, switch to combat mode. Just as Ra Kang-in is about to beat these two up, the girl bursts into tears. I was wrong, I'll definitely watch the road from now on. The two brutes helplessly start apologizing. Our boss was in a bad mood playing games today. It's fine now, just go. After the two walk away, the girl explains she almost got scared into crying. At this time, an emergency suddenly occurs at at the PC cafe. The network is completely down and it's chaos. Already urgently called someone to handle it, but they won't arrive for another hour. Rock Hang In is startled. Could it be from when I hacked the website that I was counter-tracked? Although this era doesn't seem to have technology that can track us, better confirm anyway. So he asks the boss where the server is. After checking, he discovers there was actually a hacker trying to infiltrate. But this is just an internet cafe, why would there be hackers? System scanning reveals there's a Trojan leak program installed here, conflicting with the security program causing disconnection. He immediately traces the hacker's identity. The hacker set up 6 servers abroad for counter-tracking, with 1 remaining nearby. Looks like those people chose nearby PC cafes as tests. Could it be those 2 guys from today? At this time, customers are already starting to complain, was about to rank up but got disconnected. Intelligence reminds Rock Hang In, providing food to them can ease anger, works even better in backward areas, so when you and SEO is in trouble frantically apologizing. Rock Hang In walks over with a business smile and carefully made cookies. A man snatches the cookie. If it's not good, I won't let you off. But once the snack enters his mouth, he's frozen in place. So delicious, I even have the energy for ranked games now. Please give me another cup. The girl is stunned. Did you put magic in the cookies? The customer's anger disappeared. She also takes a bite. Wow, this heavenly taste. Looking at the girl's worshipful eyes, Rock Hang In thinks he doesn't know how it was made either. He hands the cookies to the girl, saying he needs to go out to check the network. Little does he know, watching his departing back, UN SEO has already fallen for him. Rock Hang In covers his face and goes out. I'm going to catch that hacker now. Intelligence help me navigate. Blue light covers his vision. All facilities are clearly visible. Soon he arrives at the building where the hacker is. There seems to be some sound coming from the room inside. He has Intelligence adjust the volume. He only hears sounds of a big guy beating up a young man inside, mixed with threatening words. Must rescue the threatened student, rescue civilians and assist in evacuation. Inside the room, those brutes are still beating the student. You have time to cry, better do more work. Rock Hang In makes his shining entrance, kicking the door to pieces with 1 strike. This completely confuses the gang members. The student seeing this thinks the sky is falling. There are other accomplices. The 3 brutes look at each other. Wasn't the door just locked? How did that stranger get in? Let me kick him out. Before he finishes speaking, the brute gets punched flying. This punch has tremendous power. The boss directly collapses, unable to rise. Rock Hang In is a bit concerned. Is it really okay for me to hit people like this? Intelligence starts encouraging. We're executing a mission. Please immediately clear all obstacles. The 2 ahead are armed. Please be careful. But the agent has undergone physical special training as a special forces soldier. Plus with my assistance, the win rate is 100%. Hearing this, Rock Hang In starts taunting. I heard the noise in the hallway, so I came in. So many people bullying one person is too much, you octopuses. What, you bastard? How dare you call us octopuses? The 2 fly into a rage. The blonde charges at Rock Hang In with a knife at extreme speed, but Rock Hang In just kicks lightly. The blonde's entire body flies up, his head piercing through the ceiling. You crazy person. The bald one also draws a knife and charges at him. The result is receiving a downward chop from the protagonist. The entire person loses consciousness. Rock Hang In marvels at his own strength. When moving, there seems to be a mechanical feel. System prompt, those 2 casual strikes just now exceeded 5 times normal human strength. The student nearby is shocked. He's been muttering to himself since earlier. Is he mentally ill? Could he be a police officer communicating via radio, or a government agent catching hackers? The student is named An Song Hwan, a freshman. Since childhood, he's been very interested in hacking technology. Now he's become a white hat hacker that those seniors need to ask for help. When he was looking for part-time opportunities to earn tuition, a recruitment email arrived. Check security systems for public order, work 3 days and get paid for a month. Great, he couldn't help but grin foolishly. Turns out this was a trap. While being beaten, he felt like he was going to die without doing anything. Now seeing Rock Hang In, he thought he came to arrest him. After all, as a hacker, he'd done some petty theft too. Please let me go. I'm really a good person. I only did what they told me to do. Intelligence reminds Rock Hang In. Analysis concludes 90% probability he's telling the truth. This is a facial analysis function designed to deal with prisoners at dead ends, higher accuracy. Rock Hang In approaches the student. There's still a 10% chance he's lying. Facing the protagonist's questioning, the student explains the whole process of being tricked and captured. Those bastards are really bad, saying after this job I'd have to do other bad things for them. They had me develop a program to post speculative messages on stock forums, then they'd personally install it. Rock Hang In thinks back to that time. This should be stock market evil forces. Someone's giving orders from behind, they're downstream. Although they didn't attack my base, can't let them and the people behind them go. Call the police, say you were kidnapped. When police come, tell them the truth. After saying this, he's about to get up and leave. An Song Hwan timidly asks if he can beat up the guys on the ground. You can just hit them, why ask me? Rock Hang In puts his hands in his pockets. I heard they don't have the strength to stand up. An Song Hwan is eager to try. Bad guys. An Song Hwan viciously punches the bald guy on the ground, but that baldy suddenly stands up. This startles both of them. But when police arrive to check the situation, they discover the 3 thugs beaten beyond recognition are actually still alive. An Song Hwan can only explain, these bad guys made me make stock programs then beat me, saying they'd kill me if I didn't do well. The police are speechless. Was there a need to beat them up this badly? Are you some idiot hiding your strength? After hearing the student's explanation, the 2 officers deduce someone's behind this. When those guys wake up in the hospital, we'll ask immediately. Speaking of which, who beat them up like this? Check the surveillance footage to find out who did it. Better investigate properly. On the road, Rock Hang In asks Intelligence, you're sure there was no surveillance in that building, right? Just then I was really scared. That guy suddenly stood up like a knee-jerk reaction. Speaking of which, Intelligence, don't you have calling functions? Looks like I need to get a phone. Don't have money, so I'll use installment payments. 3 days pass after that. To obtain information about himself, Ra Kang-in went to the address registered in household records. But that was just an empty field with nothing. There are rumors it was burned in a fire before. Who am I really? What did I do here? Am I connected to the future? Or am I a future person who returned to the past? Unfortunately, no information was found, can only return empty-handed with full confusion. After that, the PC cafe returns to peace, business is even better. According to UNESCO, because of some influencer, this became a famous food PC cafe, and those special dishes are only sold when I'm here. The irregular sales method actually brought good results. Although customers come for the food, most customers are willing to stay at the PC cafe for an hour or two before leaving. Now the boss wants to hire more new part-timers because of increased customers. Let me introduce you all. His name is An Song-hwan, he's also a new part-timer. The boss is very happy after learning An Song-hwan knows how to repair computers. From now on, our shop has 2 reliable part-timers. This is really great. For An Song-hwan, he came here to work purely out of guilt. Because he once caused trouble for this PC cafe, now he vows to work hard here. The boss introduces, this is Master Chef Ra Kang-in, who turned our PC cafe into a famous food spot. You two get along well. Then follows very awkward eye contact. Ra Kang-in fears the guy will recognize him. But the expected event doesn't happen. You should be older than me, right? Young, nice to meet you. I'm An Song-hwan, please take care of me. As the two shake hands, intelligence suggests the agent have the boss fire the guy, otherwise identity might be exposed. Ra Kang-in refuses, he's calling me Hyung. How can we do such a thing? That day, Ra Kang-in went to buy ingredients as usual, suddenly receives an AI warning, fire detected. Ra Kang-in glances at the empty street, just about to complain intelligence can malfunction too. In just an instant, a nearby building has a violent explosion, flames spilling out. Then panicked citizens cry out to save people. Seeing this scene, Ra Kang-in clenches his fists. I have combat support AI installed in my body. In my eyes, there's a visual enhancement device. In my ears, there's an auditory assistance device. Not only that, my limbs all have superhuman enhancements. A fire of this degree shouldn't be difficult for me at all. So he clenches his fists and strikes a pose. Fire extinguishing shockwave, fire. Of course nothing happens. Even intelligence now wants to find a hole to hide in from embarrassment. Ra Kang-in looks at his hands. I don't have freeze ray abilities. Intelligence dryly quips, if you did, would you still be human? The best thing now is to call an ambulance. But at this time they hear a cry for help. It's from a girl trapped on the rooftop. Ra Kang-in immediately has intelligence estimate when firefighters will arrive. Intelligence says fire department will arrive in about 4 minutes, but that's enough time for fire to spread to rooftop, need immediate rescue. Ra Kang-in covers his face, has intelligence search for the best route. Indoors there are no usable passages, only climbing up along the wall exterior. Ra Kang-in moves like Spider-Man with agility, traversing the walls as if on flat ground. Citizens seeing him climbing up think he's gone crazy. While climbing up, the protagonist has intelligence detect if there are any other human sounds. He leaps again, continuing upward. However, intelligence detects explosion danger at this moment. The next second, with a violent blast, Ra Kang-in gets blown flying. Fortunately, with his amazing grip strength, he catches the window frame and survives. He forcefully leaps up, reaching the balcony. The girl trapped on the rooftop is nearly in despair. Only when seeing Ra Kang-in arrive does she stop her tears, seeing hope. However, the fire spreads faster than expected. Survival rate drops sharply. Ra Kang-in and intelligence start calculating methods. With his stamina, even carrying the girl, he can jump from the rooftop to the opposite building without injury. But there are too many witnesses. Being seen with superhuman abilities will make his identity questionable. Suddenly, Ra Kang-in notices a clothesline nearby. Due to the flames, can't directly use the clothesline to get downstairs, but we can throw the clothesline to the adjacent building, then walk across the rope. With intelligence's assistance, my center of gravity will be stable enough. The only problem is throwing the rope is similar to shooting a gun. Intelligence cannot directly control it, so Ra Kang-in has to do it himself. He swings the clothesline hard. With intelligence's assistance, the hook lands accurately on the opposite building. Then he picks up the girl. Stay still and don't move around. The crowd below is confused. He's walking on a rope. He's practically Superman. Both their nerves are extremely tense. Is this speed okay? The girl in his arms is already scared, speechless. No, go faster. No, slower. At this time, intelligence warns again. Unexpected situation occurred. Rope about to break. At this speed, the rope will completely break before you arrive. Under the flames burning, the rope is getting thinner and thinner. Ra Kang-in is also becoming unstable. With no choice, he can only throw the girl toward the opposite rooftop. The girl lands safely, but Ra Kang-in himself falls straight down with the breaking rope. Fortunately, with intelligence. Quick calculation, Ra Kang-in catches the clothesline in midair. Then, like Superman, he soars through the air and jumps onto the rooftop. From the perspective of people below, he treats the wall like flat ground, coming and going freely. Ra Kang-in can't help but break out in cold sweat. Thought I was dead for sure this time. Even the girl he saved is startled. A ghost. How did you survive? Didn't you fall? Do you have superpowers? But why are you talking to me so casually? Do we know each other? Or are you a fan? Ra Kang-in complains, it's just because you look young. Intelligence? You often miscalculate. Just now I almost died. Can I still trust you? The AI defends itself. It didn't expect the building's walls used flammable materials. At this time, the girl walks over. You're the PC cafe chef, right? Ra Kang-in is shocked. How does she know? After the fire, police looking at Ra Kang-in's rescue video can't help but be shocked. Did he hang the rope on the railing and walk across while carrying a person? Must be a famous rock climber or tightrope walking expert, right? Shame no one knows who it is, but we found this clue. Rescue should require hands and feet. If carrying something would put it on the ground. The police open it up to see inside are just cooking sauces, and the receipt is water damaged and illegible. There's a supermarket name on it, just as police are hesitating whether to check surveillance. Park Ki-jung receives a call from the captain. The captain says this incident wasn't an electrical fire or gas leak, but arson. The key point is a body was discovered on the 3rd floor. Park Ki-jung is somewhat helpless. Then let's start investigating from that tightrope expert. On the other side, Ra Kang-in accompanies the girl to take a shower. I saved you, and you still make me pay. Hey, the girl acts cute, my home burned down, no father or mother, lonely and pitiful, don't you feel sorry for me? Ra Kang-in says, I'm alone too, in your situation just get a job. The girl looks at him hopefully. Is Hyung's workplace hiring? Help introduce me please. Pretty please, I'm begging you. Ra Kang-in can't stand this annoying pestering, you go talk to the boss yourself. By the way, how exactly did you recognize me? The girl explains she's a gaming streamer. Because she doesn't have a computer at home, she often goes to PC cafes to live stream. After hearing the girl only has 30 subscribers, Ra Kang-in chooses to take her to find the boss. Ra Kang-in brings back a girl. This greatly surprises SEO. The girl can't wait to introduce herself. I'm Yoon Rin, the new part-timer. Yoon SEO asks Kang-in, you went to buy ingredients, how did you come back empty-handed? After hearing his explanation, Yoon SEO giggles. The fire was so interesting you forgot the sauce, so cute. Intelligence reminds Ra Kang-in after this operation. Based on visual information analysis, the probability of people filming during the fire incident is very high. Need to gather information to find online news. So Kang-in quickly finds local news information. Based on people's feedback, this incident has already spread rapidly online. Kang-in wants the AI to black out this news, but intelligence says it's a combat support AI and can't do that. At the same time, Officer Park Ki-jung also comes to the PC cafe. That tightrope expert should be right here, no doubt. Ra Kang-in and intelligence search all day without finding any related materials about the Earth Alliance. Also searched for people related to 2082, but with no results either. Saw a bunch of claims about being from the future, none credible. Current technology simply cannot explain my existence. Forget it, won't think about this anymore. Speaking of which, what happened with that burned building? At this time, they're shocked to discover someone actually died in the fire. The deceased was found in the room where we climbed the exterior wall yesterday. We didn't even notice. AI explains it's not like infrared vision X-ray, but a device that enhances displaying real-world conditions. And when we were moving, we didn't detect any living person's appearance, movement, or life noise. Wait, Ra Kang-in realizes, could they have already been dead? If it's not a simple fire but intentional murder, the probability is quite high. Ra Kang-in then hears knocking at the door. Park Ki-jung holds up a black plastic bag. These are your things, right? Oneseo smiles happily. They're ours. Our country's police are really responsible. This is the sauce Kang and Hyung lost at the fire scene yesterday. Hearing this, Park Ki-jung looks deflated, so it's just dropped while watching the excitement. He hands his business card to Kang-in. If you know anything about that day, please tell me. Kang-in looks at the card and hesitates. This matter undoubtedly needs detective help. AI prompts the agent now has a definite identity. Going to the detective is safe. Yoon SEO, seeing he seems unhappy, wants to go to work with him to improve their relationship, but still meets with the boy's ruthless rejection. She's not discouraged, he's really an unpredictable man. At the police station, Kang-in finds Park Ki-jung. Hey, aren't you the owner of that bag just now? No need to specially thank me. Kang-in gets straight to the point. Yesterday's fire incident seems to be a murder case. Park Ki-jung says helplessly, after all, someone died, suspicions are normal, but without evidence, random speculation will make the case confusing. Kang-in explains when he was on the tightrope, he didn't hear any movement in the room. Park Ki-jung's jaw drops. What, you're saying you're yesterday's tightrope expert? Why didn't you say so earlier? Kang-in casually says you didn't ask me. Park Ki-jung gesticulates wildly. How did you do it? Climbing up like Spider-Man, walking a tightrope while carrying someone. Then he becomes serious. Can you repeat the reason you suspect this is a murder case? The protagonist explains, the building was on fire but there was no one moving in the room. This means the victim was already dead, or drugged unconscious or something. So I have reason to suspect someone deliberately set fire to cover up murder. At this time, a colleague at the station explains, it could be an electrical fire that caused the blaze. Hearing the police discuss making a criminal profile, Ra Kang-in asks intelligence if it clearly remembers the faces seen. Then the AI displays yesterday's images before the agent's eyes. Ra Kang-in picks up a piece of paper and pretends to look at it. He's locked onto the suspects. After his confirmation, Ra Kang-in explains to the officer that yesterday 3 people came from that building. The first person was on the phone with their right hand, had a bracelet on their left wrist, red checkered shirt, missing 2 buttons, gray phone case wearing white underneath. The officer listens, amazed at such detailed description. He can describe it in such detail because the suspect's images are playing right before his eyes. Park Ki-jung says that's excellent, we just need to sketch them right away, but the person in charge of profiling isn't available temporarily. Kang-in says no need for such trouble, I can draw. He confidently picks up a pencil, then has intelligence screenshot the 3 suspects and project them before him, then zoom in a bit, adjust the image quality. At this time, the 2 officers watch him constantly talking to himself. Is he mentally ill? Ra Kang-in finally adjusts the angle. At this angle, there's no way I can draw it wrong. After a series of rustling sounds, done, this leaves the 2 officers stunned. Because the drawing looks nothing like a real person, Ra Kang-in awkwardly crumples the paper into a ball. I was just warming up a bit, haha. Intelligence, you better draw this, I'm giving you temporary control. Under the 2 officers' doubtful gazes, blue light flashes. No way, this is simply impossible. This is too crazy. My god, so realistic. Are you a genius? Are you a painter? Ra Kang-in holds up the 3 portraits. Only these 3 people came out from the alley during the fire. If the arsonist is fleeing, then it's these 3. The captain immediately orders to identify the 3 people based on the portraits and launch an investigation. The scene shifts to the PC cafe. The spicy hot pot Ra Kang-in made receives high praise. Kang and Hyung is really too amazing. The spicy hot pot is so delicious it brings tears. During their chat, they mention Arin's house fire was caused by arson. I heard they even found drugs on the criminals. The police are so efficient. At this time, Kang-in also receives a thank you call from Park Ki-jung. Thanks to Mr. Ra Kang-in's help, we were able to catch the criminals so smoothly. 2 of the suspects in the drawings are local residents. The remaining one is the victim's friend. The exact cause of death needs thorough investigation. Also, drugs were found in the suspect's wallet. Looks like this guy wanted money for drugs, couldn't borrow any, so he killed the person. We raided the drug dealer scene and saw a very famous actor. Now the entertainment industry is in chaos too. Ra Kang-in calmly replies, looks like things are getting bigger. Park Ki-jung thanks him again and asks if the criminal profile Kang-in drew can be made public. The protagonist says, as long as you don't say I drew it. This remark is heard by several part-timer friends. I only did what I should do. The 3 look at him admiringly. Hyung, what did you draw for the officer? Kang-in downplays it, just some random sketches. Just as they're joking around, the sound of spilled ramen comes from the PC cafe. Arin happily goes over to help clean up, but accidentally bumps into an older man. Oh my, are you alright? Arin quickly apologizes. I'm sorry. The man just feels his wrist sting. You should walk carefully. My hand seems broken. Is it really broken? Kang-in is a bit doubtful. Following intelligence's prompt, Ra Kang-in suggests feeling the man's hand. After some observation, finds it's just a sprained wrist. With combat intelligence's enhancement, Kang-in only needs massage to ease the man's pain. He thoughtfully reminds not to do strenuous things until tomorrow, otherwise it might get inflamed. But the man explains, I still have to take the food truck to G-Town tomorrow to cook. The film company is doing emergency reshoots. They contacted me last minute. Now that I'm injured, if only there was someone with great cooking skills to go with me. Then he looks hopefully at Ra Kang-in. The system explains this is the look of someone who already has an answer and is waiting for your response. Kang-in turns away, sorry, but I have to work. The man explains, if you go once, I'll give you 300,000 won. Deal. Ra Kang-in agrees without hesitation. The boss hears this and is delighted. Really, you'll come? This is wonderful. I originally came because I heard this was a famous food spot to try it, but it's really too delicious. If the head chef can come with me to run the food truck, I can learn something too. It would be an honor. The protagonist secretly asks intelligence, shouldn't we also go investigate missions elsewhere? It's definitely not for the money. The next morning, the boss praises Kang-in. Didn't expect you to drive so well too. Very smooth. Ra Kang-in says it's okay, but actually combat intelligence is driving. The boss starts gossiping. The place we're going today is the filming location of that actor caught in the drug party. Only a week left until this movie releases. No one wants to watch a movie with a junkie. Everyone's demanding reshoots. The atmosphere there is especially tense. All scenes with that actor have to be reshot. Everyone's panicking. But director Sun Tae-min's romance films can rank in the top 3 in our country in quality, so box office is still pretty good. Meanwhile, Sun Tae-min faces the need to reshoot scenes over and over and falls into distress. Forget it, no time left. Have to let this crap pass, damn it. All because of that stinking junkie, damn it. Thinking about this makes him grind his teeth. If I catch that bastard, I'll definitely kill him. At this time, the food truck arrives. His assistant urges him to eat first and calm down. Do I look like I can eat? We're going to lose so much money. The food truck is expensive too. Tell them to get lost. But after tasting one bite, he changes his mind. How can this be so delicious? The assistant agrees. This is really too delicious. Did they put drugs in it? Shut up. Don't mention drugs to me. The original food truck owner got injured and hired a young chef to help. Such great skills. Director Sun, think of the positives. The mountain scenery is also quite nice. Besides, our other actors are all fine. But by coincidence, shouts come, it's bad. There's been an accident. The stunt double twisted their ankle from stepping wrong. What? Hearing this, the director quickly rushes over. Quick, call an ambulance. Oh right, ambulances can't drive into the mountains. Who can provide medical help? After a moment of silence, the director feels the sky is falling. On the other side, even the food truck owner can't help but complain. Is this movie cursed? Mr. Kang-in, can you heal that kind of injury? You healed my hand too. So Ra Kang-in walks toward the stunt double. After all, the AI can do anything. Ra Kang-in looks at the nearby Shin Eun-ha, saying, that staff member, please help find some hemostatic bandages. Although as an actress, she can't stand this humiliation, but time is of the essence. She still goes to find bandages. The patient's ankle is severely sprained but hasn't reached serious dislocation, so under everyone's shocked gazes and Kang-in's skillful technique, the stunt double doesn't even feel pain anymore. Even feels like they can move. Kang-in pours cold water on it, still can't film. Although temporarily treated, even walking will be difficult until fully recovered. The director has collapsed. When can we find someone with similar looks to Kim Yoo-chan and bring them to the mountain? If we miss the release date, we're all dead. Why not just let the lead actor Kim Yoo-chan perform the action scenes himself? However, the director looks distrustful. He's already physically uncoordinated. It won't be just a twisted ankle then. God, why do you make me suffer so much? I'll pay double the daily rate. 4 times is fine too. Please send a stunt performer. Hearing this, Ra Kang-in steps forward. I'll do it. Action stunt double, I think I can do it. This remark makes the supporting actress Shin Eun-ha very dissatisfied. Director, no matter how urgent we can't do this, he's not even a film crew member. The director observes carefully. Looking at it this way, their builds are actually quite similar. He excitedly grabs Ra Kang-in. Do you usually work out? Please help us a bit. If the action looks unnatural, I'll find a way to fix it. Kang-in says fine, as long as it's 4 times the pay. Director Sun begins introducing the current scene. First, Mr. Kim Yoo-chan is the lead. He goes to rescue the supporting actress Miss Shin Eun-ha. Originally, that junkie actor was supposed to play this villain, so our reshoot is already imminent. Listen carefully to the stunt double's explanation, then practice. Kang-in listens to the explanation, feels following the script's actions exactly seems very stiff. At this time, intelligence says it has filming skills for training use. So he looks at the 3 villain actors. You 3 can really attack me and see, I can also make appropriate reactions to increase realism. This leaves Shin Eun-ha watching speechlessly. What if you get injured? Talking like you really know how to film but actually don't know anything. Kang-in explains no need to practice, go straight in. Also, I won't get injured, don't worry. Please attack me, I'll handle it myself. Also, why has that crew member been talking there from the beginning? This really angers Shin Eun-ha. I told you, I'm also an actress. Soon the two have changed into matching outfits, they really do look alike. Come on, intelligence, solve it in one take. Rock Hang-in has confirmed all factors. He looks at the director. Can we do it in one continuous shot? I plan to go straight in without practice. This also saves time. Facing the director's doubts, Rock Hang-in looks serious. Please trust in the power of 4 times the pay. Finally, the top director's intuition tells him he can trust that person. Ready. With the girl's scream, the scene officially begins. Several villains slowly approach. We're going to torture you. Scream all you want, it's useless. At this time, Rock Hang-in kicks open the door, leaps down from the second floor, making a shining entrance. The villains swarm up, beat him up, show him what's what. Intelligence reminds Rock Hang-in in his mind which direction to dodge, but this body that's undergone special training already makes natural reactions first. He lightly dodges, avoiding several people's attacks. Must grab the opponent's collar at the appropriate position for the camera to clearly capture. So he grabs the opponent's clothes, not caring if this is in the script. With a light throw, he tosses the person into the air, then follows with an exaggerated pounding. No way, is he really hitting? How can this be? This isn't following the script at all. The redhead looks terrified, immediately gets punched, flying away. This isn't in the script at all. Whatever, doesn't matter. The last big guy tries hard to attack Kang-in but is easily dodged, then gets knee struck into the air. For filming completion, Kang-in even picks up a wooden stick and bats him away. This scene leaves the crew dumbfounded. Hey, you crazy person, what are you doing? Then Kang-in walks to the rescued female lead. I came to save you. The camera captures this perfect moment. However, that line isn't in the script either. Shin Eun-ha looks confused. The director finally calls cut. I told you to act, not really hit them. Just had that terrible incident, now we have to send everyone to the hospital again. Director's son is helpless. I was too blindly focused on filming. What have I done? But at this moment, the beaten villains stand up. Mr. Rock Hang-in, how did you make it not hurt at all when getting hit? I've never felt like this before. At first, I was a bit scared when it seemed like real hitting. You're really amazing. The director is stunned, so this was fake fighting. The several people quickly explained to the director, really nothing happened. Felt like having a cushion behind us, rather than being hit, more like slipping. Rock Hang-in explains this is similar to skiing, the principle of sliding down while side slipping. The most shocked is the cameraman. I clearly filmed him wildly hitting people, but you're saying nothing happened. The director proudly stops him, alright? I knew all this already, that's why I deliberately didn't call cut and kept filming. Everyone checks the filming results and finds it's also first rate. Really well filmed, the expression when grabbed by the collar is also eye-catching, doesn't look like acting at all. Facing the protagonist's praise, the cinematographer is very uncomfortable. Rather than filming well, it's more like the actor knew the camera positions perfectly. That's why we got this effect. Every angle is perfect, this is too crazy. So did he master several camera positions from the start before taking action. After this incident, Kang-in wins the director's praise. Thanks to you, we filmed the most natural action sequence. Kim Yu-chan is also very admiring of him. Teacher, you acted so well just now. Which agency are you from? This makes nearby Shin Eun-ha very angry. Has Kim Yu-chan oppa gone stupid? Those people obviously just want to get away with it. They were hurting so bad they almost cried. If the script said to hit me, he'd definitely be ruthless too. At this time, the girl notices Rock Hang-in staring straight at her. Does he have mind reading? Little does she know intelligence detected abnormal noise from the walls. Found the cause. The ceiling will have structures falling soon. Collapse countdown 5 seconds. Hearing this, Rock Hang-in suddenly feels something's wrong. He grabs Kim Yu-chan's clothes. Ignoring his confusion, forcefully throws him flying away. At the same time, in that instant, grabs the terrified Shin Eun-ha and rushes outside. During this, doesn't forget to pick up an iron rod on the ground, blocking the obstacles falling from above. The rumbling sound of the building collapse makes the crew also notice this side. While Rock Hang-in remains calm and agile, like a hero appearing, the girl keeps crying out on his shoulder. Rock Hang-in, with quick reflexes, blocks all the falling structures. Just as he breathes a sigh of relief, the AI prompts again. Large structure falling. The crew members are scared to death. Looking at that large cloud of flying dust, the director shouts, Miss Shin Eun-ha, are you alright? Rock Hang-in, carrying Shin Eun-ha, walks out completely unharmed. Shin Eun-ha slowly opens her eyes, then shouts, help me, save me. Rock Hang-in calmly says, it's fine now, were you scared? Shin Eun-ha grits her teeth, you even dared to throw the male lead, were you going to throw me out too? How is that possible? I saved you because the set collapsed. Rock Hang-in explains. Huh? Shin Eun-ha looks around at the complete mess. Oh my god, how did it become like this? So you saved Kim Yu-chan oppa, and me from almost being crushed by steel bars. Knowing that, hurry and get down, Rock Hang-in complains. Kim Yu-chan thanks him, thank you, but teacher, when you suddenly lifted and threw me, I thought you had a grudge. Speaking of which, felt like you threw me really hard, but I don't have any injuries. At this time, the director anxiously comes up to ask if the 2 actors are injured. After hearing they're fine, his tense nerves finally relax. If those taut steel bars had hit the actors just now, worst case could have killed them. If actors died because of rushed set construction, both I and the movie would fall into endless abyss. The person before us is a hero, a true hero. That scene just now was filmed super well, the cameraman tells the director. Turns out they were filming behind the scenes and captured Kang-in's rescue. The footage is incredibly beautiful, Rock Hang-in's movements agile. Most importantly, it's very realistic. My god, this is too good, I filmed this, the director shouts. This is basically Hollywood level, not deliberately arranged yet, can film this kind of effect. This segment must be used right away, this is too amazing, it'll become an iconic scene. The assistant questions, but this was a real accident. If we use this scene and it's discovered it's actually an accident scene, we'll really get torn apart. The director says if things blow up, then send send out though Entertainment's legal team anyway this must be used. Oh right, still need Mr. Ra Kang-in's consent. The director quickly chases after him. Thank you so much for saving Miss Shin-eun-ha and me from that accident just now. This is just what I should do, Kang-in responds calmly. That rescue scene was coincidentally captured by us. Wanted to ask if you'd let us use it in our movie. Kang-in hesitates a bit. If the agent's face is seen by the public, completing missions might become difficult. I'll add to your pay. Okay, please feel free to use it. Shin-eun-ha also catches her breath. She notices Shin-eun-ha's clothes seem to have a tear mark. Are you injured? Your clothes have a rip. She immediately realizes this man before her was actually able to save both of them when large steel bars fell from the sky. His body completely unharmed. This is too cool. Shin-eun-ha thanks him again. Ra Kang-in calmly explains, crew members still have to work. Of course I had to save them. Clearly knowing he's joking, Shin-eun-ha still gets upset. I told you I'm also an actress. After filming the scenes the director requested, Kang-in says goodbye and returns to the food truck. The director watches his back. He's so young yet so talented. The food is also first rate. I heard he works at a PC cafe, with such skills yet working there. The director clenches his fist. Tomorrow and the day after I'll have him come too. With Mr. Ra Kang-in's addition, this movie will become the best action film. Although our movie is positioned as a romantic comedy, that doesn't matter at all. As long as we use action scenes to replace the junkies footage, all problems will be solved. Hearing the director prepare to change the movie genre, the assistant looks angry and prepares to contact the martial arts director. Find a martial arts director? Why waste time? Didn't we just see Mr. Kang-in's performance? Right now time is most precious to us. Besides Mr. Kang-in, no one can solve this problem. Actor identity doesn't matter. Didn't you see his skills are even more agile than Kim Yoo-chan? Seeing everyone has nothing to say after hearing his words, the director adds he'll personally solve the food truck problem. He quickly chases up, Mr. Kang-in, talk with me some more. On Ra Kang-in's side, many doubts arise in his heart. A place that seemed fine suddenly collapsed, and it happened to be where the actors were standing during filming. This is too suspicious. According to Intelligence's analysis report, estimates it was already damaged by humans before the collapse. Most of the iron lighting equipment fell in Shin-eun-ha's direction, possibly wanting to destroy the movie or that actress, so who exactly wants the movie to fail? At this time the director catches up. Mr. Kang-in, please talk with me, please save our movie. Then follows director's son Tae-min earnestly explaining the movie's predicament. Kang-in reluctantly makes excuses. I have work in S-City, can't keep coming here. The director gives a thumbs up. S-City, what a coincidence. We're shooting additional scenes in Seoul starting tomorrow. No need to worry about work, you just need to come during filming. I can give you better pay, the production company isn't holding back right now. Originally reluctant Kang-in and Combat Intelligence still agree after hearing about the pay. Director's son Tae-min, who originally suffered setbacks, displays his original abilities with Ra Kang-in's appearance. Although all scenes in the collapse set are cancelled, a better script is completed immediately. However, at this critical moment, though Entertainment's affairs manager Section Chief Kim arrives at the scene. Director's son, if that film is released in its original version, not only will the movie be finished, our though Entertainment will also suffer. The director mysteriously smiles, please trust me, I can solve it. I'm preparing to change the movie's genre. From now on, this movie is a romantic comedy and action film. Section Chief Kim collapses, have you gone mad? We only have 1 week left for reshoots and editing. As they argue, a hand heavily pushes the door open. The director is furious and about to blow up. But the person who came is though Entertainment's CEO Lee Tae-ho. To not disturb the filming site, I originally didn't plan to come here. But the set collapse accident actually happened on site, I can't not come. Lee Tae-ho's face is extremely gloomy. Preventing filming location errors, isn't that Section Chief Kim's department's responsibility? Dad, are you angry? Child actor Lee Min-ji walks over. The CEO immediately puts on a kind smile. Dad's not angry, it's just too noisy here. But he forcefully suppresses his anger and turns around. Director son Tae-min, can our movie really finish reshoots and even editing within 1 week? Just tell me directly. The director explains, of course, can even make better work. There's a Mr. Ra Kang-in, who has super strong martial arts skills. That's a powerhouse who can film action blockbusters in just 1 take. Lee Tae-ho is startled, I've never heard this name. For director son to say this, he must be amazing. Is he returning from overseas? Looks like an emergency invite. Well done. To satisfy the CEO's curiosity, director son can only take him to see. Seeing this scene, Lee Tae-ho is completely stunned. You're saying that heavyweight fried rice chef is the martial arts director Mr. Ra Kang-in? Yes, that's him. And Mr. Ra Kang-in even brought the food truck. The director smiles proudly. This leaves Lee Tae-ho incredulous. Director son's meaning can't be that you're having the food truck uncle serve as martial arts director and lead stunt double, right? The director nods affirmatively. That's right, his build is also similar to Kim Yoo-chan. What a joke, Lee Tae-ho rages. Are you trying to con the budget by bringing an amateur actor in this emergency situation? You think the movie is going to fail anyway, so might as well squeeze out more money. Immediately organize all filming expenses for me. Then ignoring the director's attempts to stop him, he prepares to leave directly. On the other side, Lee Min-ji eating the cookies Kang-in made is delighted. What cookies are these? They're so delicious. Ra Kang-in smiles happily, made some extra for the crew, eat more. Mom is afraid I'll get fat so she won't let me eat cookies. But as the lead of this movie, I must control my figure. That's true, child actors play the same person, calling them the lead is fine too. Uncle, can you make some more cookies for me later? To eat delicious cookies, she saves Ra Kang-in's phone number. Great, I'll save the name as Cookie Uncle. On Lee Tae-ho's side, the assistant frantically urges him, please watch the finished product once. You know what kind of person director son is. He's a perfectionist, won't be satisfied with ordinary work. Even director son like that is completely compliant with Mr. Ra Kang-in. You know what I mean, right? right. Lee Tae-ho is finally convinced, alright, then I'll watch it once. Who knew this one viewing would shock him? Wait a minute. When was the CG implanted? When was the action planned and these segments extracted? The director adjusts his glasses, that's unprocessed footage. And I didn't extract it either, the actor calculated the camera angles and acted. Lee Tae-ho sweats profusely. The food truck uncle not only did it in one take, but acted without calculating lighting angles. Not only that, the director adds, the set really collapsed. Mr. Rock Hang-in saved us. My god, I really misunderstood Director Sun just now. The CEO holds his forehead helplessly. The director grins. It's fine, you understand now. So Lee Tae-ho comes to find food truck Uncle Rock Hang-in to thank him. Hello. Before he finishes speaking, a cookie is handed to him. Lee Tae-ho quickly explains the situation. Mr. Rock Hang-in seems to have saved our company. Your martial arts skills are truly excellent, haha. But he looks at the cookie before him lost in thought, as someone who eats delicacies regularly. Originally not interested in military-style nutrition rations like this, but out of respect for Hang-in, he still eats a bit. Wow, how is it possible to have such delicious taste? Too delicious, my daughter will definitely love this flavor. Rock Hang-in nods. If you're talking about Minji, she's already eaten it. Minji, come eat with dad. Lee Tae-ho calls his daughter. However, no sound comes. Strange, where did my daughter go? Rock Hang-in immediately has intelligence search for Lee Minji's whereabouts. In the forward line of sight, Lee Minji's trace isn't found. He gets up to search the rooms, but the little girl's figure isn't in the rooms either. At this time, his phone receives a call from the little girl. No voice comes from the other end of the phone. Only a faint, barely audible buzzing sound. This sound is too strange. Rock Hang-in's face immediately changes drastically. He asks intelligence, what's the probability Minji accidentally broke her phone? Analyze what that sound just was. Analysis results show it's air sound from soft objects wrapped in something. Sound of pressing sheet metal and plastic, and echoes in an enclosed space. It's a car! Rock Hang-in realizes. On the other side, the girl is indeed kidnapped. She just secretly made a phone call. You idiot, who told you to break the phone? Won't they be suspicious? He scolds the girl. What cookie, uncle? Want to eat cookies? Sit tight and I'll buy you some later. Anyway, leaving quickly is better. Lee Tae-ho is a bit panicked. Rock Hang-in's face was too bad after taking his daughter's call just now. But Rock Hang-in keeps walking forward, seeing the leftover cookies in bag. Intelligence deduces the girl left them from the cookie crumbs connecting to the vehicle ahead. Ignoring Lee Tae-ho's confusion, Kang-in immediately breaks into a run. At this time, he also discovers his daughter's baby items. The kidnapper in the car is startled. Big bro. Seems like someone's charging at us, damn it, this psycho. Big bro panics. You can still calmly make reports. Hurry and step on the gas. The black vehicle floors the gas and flees. Realizing they're definitely enemies, Rock Hang-in immediately chases after. Getting intelligence's hint, Rock Hang-in sets his sights on a nearby sign. He effortlessly pulls out the sign. Seeing him chase, the kidnappers still mock. Look at what that guy's holding. Psycho, who can run faster than a car. But just in case, floor the gas pedal to maximum. Is that cookie, uncle? The kidnappers laugh triumphantly. That guy seems to have disappeared. Probably fainted halfway, ha ha ha. But Rock Hang-in isn't human at all. He leaps up, continuously flipping in the air. Finally landing on top of the vehicle. Then swinging the sign. One strike pierces through the vehicle's roof. This is too crazy. Who is he? How did he get up here? Step on the gas. The vehicle shakes violently, raising large clouds of dust. Rock Hang-in quickly has combat intelligence. Think of a way to stop the car. Just need to vertically pierce the sign position to make the car lose power. Without any hesitation, Hang-in strikes through the car's front with one blow. Then he stands straight on the car hood. The kidnappers scream in terror. He let go, quick hit the brakes and throw him off. As expected, the kidnapper slams the brakes, directly throwing Rock Hang-in flying away. The scene greatly shocks the arriving crowd. Mr. Hang-in. The kidnappers have the opposite expression. That's an emergency brake. You're finished, you psycho. But unexpectedly, Rock Hang-in with superior body technique continuously rotates in the air, finally landing lightly on the ground, not injured at all. Successfully attracted the enemy to hit the brakes. Quick step on the gas and hit him. The kidnapper yells, but the car doesn't move at all. This car's already scrapped. Did this guy plan this from the beginning? You guys stop watching the show, hurry out and kill him. So two kidnappers get out and question, who are you exactly? Rock Hang-in looks at them and coldly answers, run a food truck, then leaps high. One kick sends him flying. Then in a flash appears behind another kidnapper. One upward kick sends him flying away. Rock Hang-in takes down the two small-time kidnappers with just a few strikes. Only their leader remains inside, shouting in terror. Don't come closer, you think solving them means you can do anything to me. Rock Hang-in gives the girl a reassuring look. Don't be afraid, I'll save you. While asking intelligence what methods can subdue this criminal, can directly suppress or spend time persuading and luring him out of the car. Finally, for the little girl's safety, he steps back several meters to give the criminal enough space. The criminal looks vicious, have to escape quickly before those people arrive. So he gets out of the car using the girl as leverage. Hey, hurry and bring a car over. Don't call the police or I'll kill her. Seeing this scene, Lee Tae-ho immediately loses his composure. Give him a car. Quickly give that bastard a car. He runs toward the criminal. I'll give you the car. You mustn't touch a hair on Minji's head or I'll kill your entire family for 3 generations. The kidnapper smiles sinisterly. It's you. Drive the car directly over. Lee Tae-ho doesn't hesitate and drives the car over. Intelligence reminds Rock Hang-in, if the kidnapper takes the hostage in the car, escape probability is extremely high. I'm driving over. Don't touch my Minji. Lee Tae-ho shouts. Hands up, then get lost. The kidnapper commands. The kidnapper holds a dagger, about to board the vehicle. Lee Tae-ho suddenly rushes at him. Minji, daddy's here to save you. Don't come closer. Come any closer and I'll definitely kill her. The kidnapper roars. Blood spatters. The thug falls down instantly. Everyone looks shocked. Turns out it was a stone thrown by Rock Hang-in. His strength is amazing. Throwing power also formidable. This strike directly knocks the kidnapper unconscious. The daughter turns from danger to safety. Lee Tae-ho can't help but shed tears. That evening, police begin checking the 3 kidnappers' injuries. One has broken ribs, one has jaw injuries, another has a head wound. All 3 were beaten beyond recognition. Police discuss calling an ambulance because that guy's skull is almost cracked. Why send them to the hospital? Treat my daughter first. Lee Tae-ho steps forward. The police scratch their heads. Can't just leave them them alone, these are serious injuries. At this time, Minji asks her dad, will the food truck uncle be arrested by police? Uncle, will you go to jail because of me? Rock Hang-in comforts her, it's fine, your dad will save me just like he saved you. That's what he says, but Rock Hang-in is already preparing to flee. Combat intelligence immediately initiates an escape plan. Seeing the scene, Lee Tae-ho is very moved. To elevate dad's status in Minji's eyes, he specifically says, I saved them. He snaps at the police. Mr. Rock Hang-in is a hero who saved my daughter. Even if those guys died, he's not guilty. The police say they need evidence of rescue, but this is deep mountains with no surveillance. There is. The director pops out from behind. This is our filming location. I have evidence more precious than surveillance. Want to see it? After saying this, he pulls out the just recorded video. Inside is the entire process of Rock Hang in beating up the kidnappers. This place gathers quite a few film fanatics. They'll immediately set up cameras when something happens. Mr. Rock Hang-in is a hero who saved all of us. He's absolutely not guilty. Even if all the kidnappers died, Mr. Rock Hang-in won't be punished. If you watch this footage and still want to punish Mr. Ra, I'll show you how powerful our company's marketing team is. Lee Tae-ho adds, meaning we'll make you detectives get torn apart online. So Rock Hang-in and Lee Tae-ho take the girl to dinner. The desserts Rock Hang-in made are exceptionally exquisite. Even though the girl has no appetite, she's still attracted. This is really super delicious. Let dad have a bite too. Wow, even more delicious than those nutrition rations earlier. How exactly did you make this? I want to make it for Minji at home too. The food truck owner nearby explains, even if you watch, you can't learn it. His strength is very great and seasoning is an art. Lee Tae-ho is curious again. Are you a pastry chef or head chef? Neither shouldn't be able to make that kind of taste. Learning he's just a server at a PC cafe, the CEO is shocked again. A female voice comes, Lee Tae-ho, you can still eat. This is Lee Tae-ho's wife, actress Jang Mi-jin. She rushes up and beats her husband. Your daughter was kidnapped and almost died, yet you still have the mood to eat dessert. Then turns to her daughter, baby, you're not hurt, right? Oh dear, so dirty. She's furious and shouts at her husband, come here, today I'll kill you with my own hands. The sister, who's also the manager, stops her. Calm down, many people are watching. I'll secretly deal with brother-in-law in a place without police and witnesses. Jang Mi-jin thanks Kang-in, thank you, I saw the video of you saving my daughter. You risked your life jumping onto the car, making that car stop, fighting with the knife-wielding person, I know everything. Actually, this isn't dangerous, only Kang-in and combat intelligence know this. Finally, at parting, the girl reminds uncle to remember to make desserts for her. Honey, I'm leaving first. Minji still has elementary school homework to do. Jang Mi-jin says goodbye to her husband. Watching them leave, Lee Tae-ho bows to Rock Hang-in again and thanks. I must treat you to a meal. Combat intelligence orders Rock Hang-in to quickly agree. At this time, Shin Eun-ha calls out to him from behind. You cook, film action scenes and fight kidnappers. The PC cafe job must be fake, right? If it's real, then input your address and phone number for me. The honest Ra Kang-in still inputs his address and phone number. The triumphant Shin Eun-ha smiles brilliantly. Thank you so much. Don't misunderstand, I'm not asking for your number, but I heard it's a famous restaurant and want to check it out. The next moment, his handsome profile leaves her mesmerized. You think looking at me like that will make me fall for you? I'm an actress. Suddenly they hear Lee Tae-ho raging. Who exactly posted the video of my daughter being kidnapped online? Must be someone present who uploaded it. At this time, the marketing team leader also calls to ask about Minji's situation. She's fine, now need to immediately take down the video, no time left. However, the team leader says that video spreading on social media is hard to control and has already been posted abroad. Lee Tae-ho's face darkens, then now first find who leaked the video originally. Director's son flies into a rage. Who did this? Confess now, and I can spare your life. Jang Mi-jin and her daughter also receive an apology call from the husband. Although it's spreading fast, don't worry. When I find who leaked it, I'll beat them to a pulp. Jang Mi-jin calmly says, actually, it was our daughter who uploaded it. Huh? Lee Tae-ho stands frozen in place. Turns out just now Minji was so happy after watching the footage, she said, Cookie Uncle looks like a movie hero, then uploaded it. She said she wanted everyone to see Cookie Uncle's cool appearance, so she uploaded it. Lee Tae-ho, seeing the director nearby still scolding actors, can't help but sweat profusely. Director, I'm very disappointed in everyone. I thought you wouldn't have such big mouths. Lee Tae-ho quickly rushes up to stop him. Wait, director son. The next day, even the PC cafe people saw the uploaded video online. So amazing. Looks like a movie trailer. Without CG, it shouldn't be possible to film right. When the movie releases, we definitely have to go watch. At this time, Arin points out the person in the video looks a lot like Kang In-hyung. Yoon Seo says the build is indeed similar, but the quality is too poor to tell. But anyway, Kang In-hyung should appear in a movie right. Meanwhile, Rock Hang-in is still filming action sequences. His agile figure, movements smooth as flowing water, very smoothly completes this fight scene performance. Looking at Rock Hang-in walking toward her, Shin Eun-ha's face is full of admiring looks. At this time, the male lead switches in. Kim Yu-chan enters. You're not hurt, right, poor princess? As the director calls cut, this performance ends. Everyone worked hard. But the director feels something odd. Mr. Rock Hang-in's movements are perfect, but Miss Shin Eun-ha's eyes, you look at Mr. Kang-in and look at Mr. Kim Yu-chan, your eyes completely change. But anyway, still thank you. Mr. Rock Hang-in, thanks to you today's filming finished smoothly too. Kang-in turns to ask about that Minji video incident. Lee Tae-ho is helpless. The video has already spread domestically and internationally. If negative reports about the kidnapping incident appear, it might affect the movie. But the silver lining is everyone's treating the video as a movie trailer. Thanks to Mr. Rock Hang in saving us like in a movie, we barely survived. Miss Shin Eun-ha was originally a supporting role, but due to script adjustments has been elevated to lead level 2. I'd like to treat Mr. Kang in to drinks. Don't know if you have time. Ms. Shin Eun-ha and Mr. Kim Yu-chan also worked hard, so come together. As for the director, still has editing, so next time. Intelligence says this is the high-end cuisine mentioned last time. Please quickly agree. Looks like pretty high-end dishes. The alcohol is also good. Agent, please eat more. Kang-in is speechless. This intelligence guy is quite indulgent. The two leads start arguing over pouring wine for Kang-in. Finally, it's Lee Tae-ho who personally pours wine for Kang-in. At the table, he talks about how he originally wanted to be a film director. I've been in the film industry since college, also filmed a few independent films, but the movies I made all bombed. My dad wanted me to work at his company, but I didn't want to leave the film industry, so I developed toward production. Ultimately, it's also because my parents are especially rich that I succeeded. If the movie fails, our company will fall into crisis. I'll be scolded into depression by my parents and brother. Under everyone's curiosity, he adds, my father is a manufacturer, mainly manufactures military equipment. My dad also gave me some shares. Of course, those are shares they fully sponsored, absolutely cannot be sold. But this movie's investment exceeded 10 billion. I used my held shares as collateral. If father discovers I used the shares, he'll definitely beat me to death with a golf club. Kim Yu-chan plays along. CEO Lee is indeed bold. If the movie fails, what do you plan to do? Lee Tae-ho sighs. If not for that junkie, the movie audience would be at least 5 million. At this time, Kang-in coincidentally hears Lee Tae-ho's father's company is called Iron Man Machine Works. Intelligence reminds the agent, initial data has Iron Man Machine Works information. In 2082, some regions use old-style combat equipment, part of which is manufactured by Iron Man Machine Works. But according to data, their last product was in 2024. Iron Man Machine Works is a company specializing in manufacturing high-end military equipment. The company's business is so good, but in 2024, they haven't launched new products, possibly going bankrupt this year. Kang-in connects everything that's happened recently. The drug incident, set collapse, Minji's abduction are all connected. Lee Tae-ho notices his complexion doesn't look good. Mr. Kang-in, what's wrong? Kang-in is direct. It's not me, it's you who has trouble. If we mess up the movie and shares become worthless, that will also harm your father's company's management rights. A few days ago on the first day of filming, the set collapsed. Someone definitely tampered with it, not coincidental. Even if we call police, they'll only say there's lack of actual evidence. Also, that lead arrested at the drug party 1 week before the movie, don't you find that incident strange? Everyone is confused. Wasn't that discovered coincidentally by police investigating the arsonist? Kang-in smiles slightly. The arsonist incident was outside the entire plan's expectations, right? If it wasn't discovered a week ago, but on the movie's eve. What would happen if the incident broke out on the movie's eve? Hearing this, silence fills the room. Everyone breaks out in cold sweat. Then our movie couldn't possibly be released or would be directly pulled. Kang-in turns to look at Lee Tae-ho. The backup plan if the movie fails would be to seek help from your father, right? If this is someone's setup, when they sabotage the movie, they'll also mess with your father's company. At minimum, they'll create a situation where Iron Man Machine Works cannot assist your film company. When you're planning to frantically search connections trying to escape trouble. What if you heard news of Minji being kidnapped? Wonder if the CEO would still have the mind to think about shareholdings. Adding all this up, the CEO can't manage the movie because of his daughter. Iron Man Machine Works shares will also disappear. That person's plan was to kidnap Minji during the chaos of the set collapse. Anyway, the first day of the set collapse, you definitely go see it. Damn it, Shin Eun-ha shouts, then interrogate those kidnappers and we can find the mastermind, right? But Kang-in calmly says, the plan is so meticulous, the mastermind couldn't possibly be exposed so easily. As expected at the police station, the three criminals only say they kidnapped that child because of greed. That child's father has assets worth hundreds of billions, so they got greedy thoughts. However, Kang-in smiles slightly. That's the script that would appear if the movie failed. Everyone just listen. Anyway, our action film was filmed very successfully. Listening to them joking around, Lee Tae-ho is indeed breaking out in cold sweat. After the gathering ends, Kang-in watches Lee Tae-ho drive away. The CEO almost got in trouble this time. From now on, he definitely won't dare risk gambling his shareholdings, right? All variables have been removed. At least Iron Man Machine Works won't go bankrupt this year, right? Shin Eun-ha at this time suggests having another drink with Kang-in. Kang-in very straightforwardly says the three of us can go have a drink together. How dare you gamble our company's shares to make a movie? Lee Jung-min hearing this is furious. Lee Tae-ho can only mumble explanations, because movies can expand the company's influence like that. Elder brother Lee Tae-sung rebukes, the company atmosphere was already bad, you really are. Because the company developed very powerful products, rumors of people wanting hostile takeovers are increasing. But because our shareholdings are very stable, everyone doesn't care. Lee Tae-ho is terrified but also relieved. Fortunately, this movie absolutely won't fail. From now on, still need to be more careful and guarded. Lee Jung-min turns to leave, not forgetting to warn his son, if you dare touch company shares again, I'll remove you from the family register. Lee Tae-ho's heart only has endless gratitude for Kang-in. In a blink, it's the movie's preview day. Kang-in asks Yoon SEO to watch the movie together. Great, I have so much free time tonight. Kang and Hyung I want to watch too. The two students also pop out. We recently just saw this movie, has Kang and Hyung performing so awesome, right? I knew it looked so much like Kang and Hyung because it's your debut work. I'll definitely skip work to watch. Kang-in looks at the three of them. You just want to skip work, right? The scene shifts. At the movie theater premiere, all the actors have arrived. Miss Shin Eun-ha, please make a heart gesture. Looks like so many celebrities showed up. Kang and Hyung, aren't you going over there? Kang-in calmly says he never showed his face. At this time, Kim Yu-chan notices Kang-in over here. He happily waves this way, but is drowned out by by fans' enthusiastic responses. Rin is overjoyed. Did you see Kim Yoo-chan is looking at me, even waving and smiling at me. It's Kang In-hyung. Shin Eun-ha also notices this side. This time it's the boys' turn to get excited. Goddess Yoon-ha is waving at me. While they're still watching, from afar, Eun-seo has already gone up to chat with Yoon-ha. Kang In is confused why the two know each other. Eun-seo explains to Shin Eun-ha Kang In-hyung works at my uncle's PC cafe. Eun-ha Uni and I grew up in the same neighborhood as kids. Know all about Eun-ha Uni's dark past. The two girls joke around. Kim Yoo-chan facing Kang In is a bit aggrieved. I waved at you for so long earlier, but you didn't respond. Rin is delighted to discover they're all so familiar with the celebrities like friends. Uncle Min-ji happily runs over, leaps right into Ra Kang In's arms. Having uncle to chat with me, I'm not bored. Lee Tai-ho and his wife also rush over. We prepared a very good seat for Mr. Kang In. As for the ticket you bought, just leave it empty. We prepared a lead actor seat for Mr. Kang In. In the viewing seats, the director praises Ra Kang In, although this movie preview is only one showing. But without Mr. Kang In even releasing the movie would be very difficult, right? The movie started. Everyone is immersed in it. When the movie ends, all the audience stand up and applaud crazily. This undoubtedly achieved huge success. Combat Intelligence also affirms, if not for the agent and my participation, this movie would be an ordinary work. Precisely because of our participation, this time's completion is very high. Afterwards, the director accepts interviews. He very honestly explains the set collapse incident. The set collapse really was an accident. Some audience knowing this might think no matter how important the movie is, you can't do this. But I dare guarantee it absolutely wasn't deliberately making the set collapse to film the movie. Very fortunate no one was injured. If there were casualties, we absolutely wouldn't use this footage. At this time, a reporter pops out. Miss Shin Eun-ha, did you go to the hospital for examination after that day? Shin Eun-ha happily says she's very healthy. Someone saved her. The person who saved me is a food truck uncle, but it's inconvenient to reveal his identity. He's just an ordinary citizen. Please don't report it, to avoid affecting his life. A few days later, with the movie's hot screening, it immediately jumped to the box office #1 spot. Rin happily supports Kang In-hyung, directly transitioning to actor. Ra Kang In says he still has other things to be busy with. The girl huffily retorts, aren't you playing around every day besides being a chef at the PC cafe? Executing Earth Alliance military special missions, Kang In downplays. Rin looks innocent. Isn't that still playing around? In the CEO's office, Lee Tae-ho cries tears of joy. Great, finally survived. The director affirms, our movie will definitely sell explosively, very likely to break 10 million. The first day I really wanted to cry, the theater was empty, thought we couldn't recoup the investment. Sun Tae-min is even more confident, says he wants to film a noir action movie. As long as I can hire Mr. Ra Kang In, I'll start planning immediately. Lee Tae-ho's face stiffens, director Sun. This movie will also sign with us, right? This time we'll also invest heavily, please film an action blockbuster. By the way, did you talk with Mr. Kang In? Without delay, director Sun Tae-min directly calls Ra Kang In. But Kang In, seeing it's an unknown number, directly rejects the call. On the other side, a variety interview show invites this movie's male and female leads. The movie Sunny Good Day has very high popularity, wonder if you two feel it. The host asks if the set collapse incident is real, Shin Eun-ha confirms it. Then where was Mr. Kim Yoo-chan at that time? The host asks. Kim Yoo-chan laughs. At that time I was thrown flying, but because it didn't look cool it didn't appear in the movie. Then everyone starts praising the food truck uncle. He even jumped onto a speeding car without wires, using an iron pipe to stop the car. After saying this, Kim Yoo-chan realizes he said the wrong thing. Shin Eun-ha quickly changes the topic, but the comments can't be controlled, crazily fermenting, asking about the car chase's authenticity. Lee Tae-ho is furious. That crazy Kim Yoo-chan. The marketing team leader quickly arranges countermeasures. The marketing team leader is also annoyed, at this point can only now announce what was planned to be announced 20 days later. Must grasp the initial topic buzz, otherwise it'll be harder to handle later. No choice, Lee Tae-ho makes a phone call to Ra Kang In. He explains the situation to Ra Kang In. We only have one way to handle this situation. Need to make everyone focus on the handsome you, not pitiful Minji. Kang In agrees to his request, just don't reveal his name. During the show's intermission, Kim Yoo-chan receives a call from the marketing team leader. He says he'll try his best to remedy it. The marketing team leader tells him to say everything, but make it vivid and colorful. Anyway, it was to be announced in 20 days, can only say it now. So under Kim Yoo-chan's wonderful description, the mysterious food truck uncle Ra Kang In immediately becomes a Superman-like image. Netizens hotly discuss his running speed will exceed any sprinter, and regarding his striking ability is also unmatched. Ra Kang In looks at the overwhelming information online. Anyway, as long as face and name aren't exposed, it's fine. But intelligence, can I participate in the Olympics? Agent cannot pass drug tests. Baseball too. Sigh, still need to leave here to find a more stable resting place. Speaking of which, intelligence, can our budget find a new base? The previous payment has been received. About only 5 million won, that's all. At the PC cafe, Rin looks proud. I told you, the first time I saw this video I said it looked like Kang In-hyung, right? Didn't expect there to be such an amazing person. The boy recalls that day's scene. The person I met also had formidable skills. At this time, celebrity Shin Eun-ha wearing sunglasses walks into the PC cafe. Excuse me, is this the PC cafe where Mr. Ra Kang In works? As soon as she speaks, she's immediately recognized by fans and acquaintances. Shin Eun-ha explains to Yoon SEO, I have something to say to Kang In-hyung. Heard there's good food here, so came, by the way. I see he's in his room right now. Hearing he lives at the PC cafe, Yoon-ha is even more stunned. What about his home? Why live here? Not sure, although I've thought about bringing him back to my house. Yoon SEO ponders slightly. But single man and woman honestly is still a bit shy. Shin Eun-ha says that absolutely won't do. Still, let me go see him. So Shin Eun-ha directly enters Kang In's room. Kang In-hyung. I came to apologize for Kim Yoo-chan accidentally speaking out. out. Really, I was also on the show together, I knew that guy has a big mouth. Anyway, he's currently getting beaten by senior Jang Mi-jin. So, you're not here because of that incident, right? The girl explains besides that, also heard this is a famous food spot, so wanted to come try. Rock Hang-in stands up, I'm going out today so can't sell food. I'm going out to look at houses, as you saw this place is too small. Why does someone like Hyung have to live here, Shin Eun-ha? Rock Hang-in feels explaining is too troublesome, so says he has reasons he can't reveal. Enthusiastic Shin Eun-ha says she can go look at houses together with him. To save money, Kang-in found a studio apartment. The big star is shocked, why are you living in a studio, didn't you get paid? With your abilities you shouldn't live in a studio. Didn't you get a lot of money this time filming? How much did you get? I'll help you find the best house. 5 million won. Hearing this number, the girl stands frozen. She immediately calls senior Jang Mi-jin. Jang Mi-jin coldly says, Eun-ha, you're not calling to plead for that Kim Yu-chan guy, right? No, whether to kill or torture him is up to senior to decide. The thing is, CEO Lee Tae-ho only gave Kang and Hyung 5 million as payment. Hearing this, Jang Mi-jin's face turns livid. Turns out I need to torture more than one person. He not only saved the movie, he's also the great hero who saved my daughter. I need to ask Lee Tae-ho clearly. After hanging up, she turns to Rock Hang-in, want to look at better houses before receiving a reply. After a while, Lee Tae-ho personally calls saying this is all a misunderstanding, shouldn't calculate according to stunt double's payment, I'll immediately calculate it to you, according to martial arts director's payment. Soon Rock Hang-in's account receives 100 million won. At the same time, with Shin Eun-ha's help, he also finds a better house, finally settles at 50 million price. Even Kang-in can't help but praise the girl's abilities and connections. I'm originally a woman good at assisting, okay, fall in for me? Receiving 100 million, even intelligence's tone becomes gentle. It scans the house once thinking it's perfect. Still have 50 million left, must equip a car. At this time, he looks at nearby Shin Eun-ha. Speaking of which, Eun-ha, why do you keep helping me? He leans close to the girl. Could it be you like me? The girl is stunned. Why would I like you? You keep sticking to me and helping me, I'm just asking. What are you saying, you narcissist? Shin Eun-ha solemnly explains, I'm an actress, okay? My schedule just happened to be free, I came by on the way. Also, I would naturally help my good friends like this anyway. I was also joking. Thank you for helping me, Rock Hang-in smiles gently. Besides Shin Eun-ha, the agent should also thank me, Combat Intelligence mutters. Actually, I owe you a favor from that day, Shin Eun-ha adds. Almost got hit by steel bars, you saved me. That day I originally thought I was fine, but when I returned home alone I discovered, facing the dark house makes me think of that incident, then my heart won't stop racing. From that day on, without light at home, I get especially panicked. So I think if Hyung is by my side, might be safer if you don't mind. But Rock Hang-in is already immersed in the joy of the new house, didn't hear her talking at all. After a while, the two come to the used car market. The big star is shocked again. Good used cars are everywhere. You actually want to use the remaining money to buy this junk. The shop owner is a bit embarrassed but not angry. After all this car, they all told him to just scrap it. However, they all don't know Rock Hang-in is a man with built-in AI. He opens the car hood and has Combat Intelligence conduct inspection. Combat Intelligence's repair manual contains the previous 100 years complete auto repair collection. So Rock Hang-in directly settles on this broken car. Facing the shop owner's mention of the car's defects, he doesn't care, please sell it to me at a low price. After signing the contract, Rock Hang-in asks Intelligence where to repair the car is better. Reliable Intelligence, to avoid causing trouble, directly finds the nearest closed ironworks. This was Intelligence collected when Rock Hang-in took the bus. Single man and woman, the two come to the closed ironworks. Shin Eun-ha is startled. Why tow the broken car to this place? Honestly, are you taking director son's next horror film? Signing the contract alone, abandoning me. Rock Hang-in denies while pushing open the iron door. Inside is all messy iron tools and equipment. Seeing Rock Hang-in tinkering with some car parts, the girl is stunned. You're actually repairing the car yourself. Don't you need related certificates? What if the car explodes? Will it take away this little life Hyung saved? Facing the girl's endless questions, Kang-in explains he rented this ironworks for about a year. He puts on gloves preparing to work. Why aren't you leaving yet? Followed me all day and still not leaving. Shin Eun-ha is both embarrassed and angry. You're the one who naturally brought me over. After saying this, she's about to leave. I'm leaving. Don't you dare stop me. You being bored isn't my problem, idiot. Hearing there are no cars here to take, she prepares to call her manager, but discovers being in the deep mountains, there's no signal at all. What? I'm trapped here. At night maybe ghosts will appear. Turning to look, Rock Hang-in has a gloomy face. This is all planned by me. Otherwise, why do you think I brought you here? The girl hears this with a terrified face. No, I'm not ready yet. Rock Hang-in exudes authority. Stop nagging. Quickly go repair the car over there. However, he's just scaring the girl. In the end, the car is still repaired by himself. The girl watches him. Such precise steps, you don't need to write them down. It's fine, I have good memory. Combat Intelligence retorts, the one with good memory is me. The girl marvels, your hands are like machinery, both fast and precise. Finally, in less than an hour, the car is repaired. Alright, guinea pig, you go sit in the driver's seat and test the car. Kang-in continues scaring her. However, contrary to the girl's expectations, the car is perfectly stable. Even the engine sound is very quiet. Hearing Rock Hang-in will drive her home, the girl begs him to help install a light that can be opened by phone. Please, I've been having nightmares about the set collapsing lately. Seeing this, Aura Kang-in can't bear to refuse. Rescuing civilians is a basic task of the Earth Alliance military. In just a little while, the light is successfully installed. Seeing Kang and Hyung about to leave, the girl immediately invites him to dinner. I came to the PC cafe to eat Hyung's cooking, but I owe you so many favors. There's a restaurant that, especially delicious. The head chef even appeared on TV. Combat Intelligence reminds this is a good opportunity to obtain local customs intelligence. Actually, Combat Intelligence just wants to eat. He turns to look at the girl. Hope it's more delicious than what I make. I also like good food. We're here. This restaurant is very famous, hard to reserve. But because of my status, it's a piece of cake for me. So the two first drink coffee at the downstairs cafe, eat when hungry later. This is also the basic steps of a date. At this time, Shin Eun-ha calls upstairs to ask about the seating situation, but learns her reserved seat has already been occupied. Shin Eun-ha, hearing her reserved seat was taken by someone, is very angry. She goes straight upstairs ready to confront the manager to see what VIP customer is competing with her, a female celebrity, for a seat. Just at this moment, the restaurant's first floor iron gate gets kicked open. Robbers swarm in, brutally dealing with the obstructing servers. The lead robber issues orders. Target is Penelope on the 7th floor. On the 7th floor, Shin Eun-ha is still arguing with the head chef. You clearly said there was a seat. Head chef Oh Ji-dae Cheol quickly apologizes. Sorry miss, because there's a very important reservation. Another reason is because you're the latest reservation customer, so it can only be this way. Our staff didn't contact you in time. This is also our oversight. Apologize to you. If you come tomorrow, I'll definitely treat you well. The girl mutters, tomorrow I have no formal reason to ask him out, will be rejected. On the other side, the one who reserved the seat is actually CEO Lee Tae-ho. His older brother canceled on him last minute. Just as he's a bit troubled about eating alone, he sees Shin Eun-ha over there. After understanding, he learns the situation. That's perfect. I was also troubled about eating alone. Now I can eat with Mr. Kang-in. 3 people eating together is definitely more delicious than 2. The chef also says that's good. After all, CEO Lee's reserved seat was originally Miss Shin Eun-ha's. On the 2nd floor, Ra Kang-in tries to have intelligence analyze the coffee's chemical composition, but his own tongue is very dull. The message he sent to Shin Eun-ha also received no reply. Actually, eating soup and rice is also fine. Ra Kang-in thinks this way. Just at this time, intelligence issues a warning. Agent detected that all nearby people's phones have lost signal. Also, the building's first floor iron gate has been pulled open. According to noise analysis, the exit side iron gate has been tightly closed. Ra Kang-in orders intelligence to amplify the first floor sound source. Haven't figured out what's what yet. The alarm sounds again. 2nd floor has armed forces approaching. Heard the sound of gun loading, confirmed as armed state. Intelligence reminds Ra Kang-in, you must retreat. Only 10 seconds left until enemy attacks. The only solution is to break the cafe's windows and escape. Meanwhile, the robbers successfully occupy the 7th floor, kicking the door open, then firing guns wildly to intimidate everyone. Everyone is scared, frozen in place, not daring to move. Whoever screams again, I'll shoot. Shut up. Quietly move to the corner. Lee Tae-ho thought someone was proposing, but looking at the chef's expression really doesn't seem like it. Now can only agree to the robbers and obediently move to the wall corner. At this time, Shin Eun-ha thinks of Kang In-hyung still on the 2nd floor. She also wants to call him. The next second, a gun barrel presses against her head. Hey, you don't understand the situation. Phone use prohibited. Besides, there's no signal anyway. Do you want to call the police? Lee Tae-ho sweats profusely. No matter how capable Mr. Kang-in is, before gun barrels, everyone's equal. While Ra Kang-in's side doesn't plan to escape. Only because rescuing citizens is Earth Alliance military's duty. He absolutely won't retreat. Just at this time, 3 robbers instantly rush in. Everyone freeze, hands up. However, the citizens don't react. They discuss among themselves, is this live streaming effects or is someone confessing? These people's chatter makes the robbers very annoyed. He fires a shot at the nearby counter, glass shatters. Realizing it's a real gun, the crowd raises hands in terror. Ra Kang-in has intelligence analyze the opponent's weapons. 9mm semi-automatic pistol, equipped with high-performance silencer. The gun body also has installed silencer module. This advanced equipment doesn't seem like ordinary robbers at all. The agent currently has no equipment, power disparity. Please leave here quickly. Meanwhile, on the 7th floor, the 2 realize the robber's real target is only that woman. Lee Tae-ho explains. Her name is Scarlett. She's CEO of Omega, an American company famous for cutting-edge technology. But this isn't ordinary cutting-edge technology. Omega Technology specializes in developing weapons for military combat use. My father is CEO of Iron Man Engineering, which specializes in manufacturing weapons. He knew Scarlett was coming here and immediately asked me to reserve a seat. So this should be a dispute between arms dealers. The robbers get even angrier. If you keep making noise over there, I'll shoot you all. Then pointing at Scarlett's head, just tell us the password and we'll spare your life. No matter how rich, once dead, you can't take anything with you, right? Scarlett calmly speaks. How much money? You can get it. Whatever amount, I'll give you double. While no one's hurt yet, stop now. The robber laughs. I refuse. I'm not doing this to earn that little extra money. Scarlett's face doesn't change. Then I also refuse. Even if you torture me, I won't tell you the password. The robber points the gun at ordinary citizens. Is it really as you say? Let us verify and see. After all, there are so many citizens here who can be shot. I'm very excited. 2nd floor intelligence detects silenced pistol shooting sounds and glass shattering sounds. Just as Ra Kang-in is thinking of countermeasures, a child bursts into tears. The robber immediately shows a vicious look. So noisy, hurry up and quiet him down. The mother tries to comfort the child, but other children in the hall also start crying. Damn these brats. The robber is extremely irritated. Just as he's about to shoot the child, Ra Kang-in steps forward. I'm a police officer. What? When did police get in? Ra Kang-in strikes an exaggerated pose. Sorry, I just wanted to get everyone's attention. Pulling a gun to shoot people just because children cry. This isn't what humans do. No, you're not human either. The robber is furious. Shut up, I must kill you. You clever little punk. Think I won't dare shoot just because you're standing by the window. Go to hell. He pulls the trigger. However, in just this instant, Kang-in flashes behind him. One whip kick hits his arm, directly breaking bone and tendon. The pistol also flies from his hand. Another robber immediately reacts, shooting wildly at Kang-in. But Ra Kang-in easily dodges with agile movements. He leaps to behind the table. Subsonic bullets aren't enough to penetrate it. The next second, nearby tables and chairs forcefully smash toward the robbers. Then comes Ra Kang-in's powerful heavy kick. In just moments, 3 robbers are all knocked down. Go to hell. One robber struggles to sneak attack from behind, but this is instantly detected by AI. Bullet trajectory predicted and marked. Please evade quickly. Hearing this, Ra Kang-in does a cool backflip, directly dodging. How can a person dodge all bullets? The robber doubts reality. Before he finishes being shocked, Ra Kang-in kicks him in the head. Seeing all gun-wielding criminals subdued, citizens are shocked, speechless. Actually, one, thank you for saving us. Uncle, you're so amazing. Can even dodge bullets. You're a hero, right? Seeing children approach approaching, blood will definitely hurt their young hearts. So Kang In grabs the criminal's red underwear and puts it on his head. Only the criminal can't voice his suffering. Acquired 3 semi-automatic pistols. Intelligence reminds him to take the weapons. But so many people watching how to take them. Kang In analyzes the situation. The entire building should already be controlled. Escaping through windows has very small chance of survival. What needs to be done now is, without letting enemies discover, make the first floor into a defensive position. To ensure 7th floor citizens' safety must move quietly. Kang In removes the robber's hood, discovering they're foreigners who speak K country. As foreigners, these people should want to quickly take something from here and leave. Intelligence reminds Kang In one of Earth Alliance military's standard defensive tactics is utilizing citizens for defense. So does anyone have handgun shooting experience? I need 2 people. Kang In asks the hall crowd. A total of 4 men raise hands, in case there are also robber spies among the citizens. Kang In chooses 2 fathers with children, handing them 2 guns. I need to go investigate other places. Please, you 2 guard the cafe. Don't give the gun to anyone. Don't let anyone in. There might be snipers outside the window. Don't forcibly escape. Kang In picks up the radio on the ground. Intelligence deduces this is short-range, non-military radio. Suddenly, the device crackles with sound. Hey, cafe, there's noise upstairs. What happened? Kang In has intelligence change his voice to the earlier criminal's voice. Because some people were out of line, so I punished them a bit. Citizens are all shocked by his voice change. Should let these guys know we're not just 3 people. You guys come up. After tricking the robbers in the hall downstairs, Kang In asks a nearby girl for a hand mirror. Kang In walks outside to observe and discovers the elevators are all broken. He quietly goes downstairs, hearing the criminals' discussion. The cafe side clearly has more people than us. Still can't manage well. They're just amateurs. Kang In deduces from the conversation there should only be 2 people in the hall, and they're not very familiar with their companions. For someone more important than a celebrity, they were recruited to come here. Intelligence warns contact with enemy in 2 seconds remaining and marks predicted position. The next second, Kang In closes in. One move knocks him to the ground. Then he doesn't alert the enemy, but extends the hand mirror to observe the hall situation. Discovers a guard is patrolling. Without any hesitation, Kang In directly rushes up and punches him. This guy, even wearing guard clothes, can't hide the fact he's a robber, because he, like those people on 2nd floor, all use radios. Intelligence reminds that last move had directional deviation, almost didn't knock him out. It was excellent me who helped adjust the angle. In summary, all 5 criminals on 1st and 2nd floor are subdued. Besides this, they also found the real guard. He was knocked unconscious. Although the 1st floor criminals are solved, they very likely set up landmines and such traps. Recklessly going out isn't wise. Kang In discovers the iron gate switch in the guard room was broken, so he instructs the 2. I need to go handle the control room upstairs. You just wait here for me to return. Kang In quietly comes to the 3rd floor. This level is all offices. According to intelligence analysis, should be weekend, so no one's working. Offices are locked. Arriving at the 4th floor, detects slight spark sounds from an office with open door. Kang In pushes the door open and indeed finds a destroyed control room. Not just monitors, even phone network lines can't be restored. They're really covering their tracks. After a while, the criminal disguised as lookout downstairs hears police sounds. How did police come? Wasn't the signal completely cut off? How would they come? He quickly contacts the 7th floor boss. Someone came, 1 patrol car and 2 police officers. The boss speaks to 2nd floor. Did anyone in the cafe communicate with outside, saying police came to the door? Kang In smirks contemptuously. This is 2nd floor. When surrounding here, several people were on phones. Possibly the sudden disconnection made them suspicious, so they called police. The criminal boss, hearing this, frowns. He contacts 1st floor. Heard police came outside. If police come, just say due to building maintenance, all customers were asked to leave. Tell him because property is replacing security system, the door won't open. After instructing this, the criminal is very smug. Even if police came without search warrant, they can't enter. He again points the gun at Scarlett. Let's talk about the password. You know your life is precious, right? Tell the password to save yours and that woman's lives. Scarlett's secretary Jessica shouts, I don't matter. Absolutely don't tell them. Scarlett bites her red lips. Prometheus, Ouroboros, and Pandora. These are the 3-stage passwords. Quickly release us. However, the criminals aren't fools either. He immediately orders subordinates outside to verify the password. As expected, it's wrong. The next second, the criminal doesn't hesitate, shooting toward the secretary beside. Jessica! So foolish. The criminal's eyes are vicious. From now on, I won't joke with you. While downstairs, the 2 police officers are still doubting whether the call just received was a prank. The older officer is somewhat dismissive. The cafe is just singing and dancing. What's there to call police about? But the 2 see the words on the window and completely freeze. The 2nd floor window clearly reads being kidnapped by terrorists in large characters. Still asking what? Let's go back. The old officer turns and leaves. Who exactly makes this kind of prank call? So annoying. Was sleeping soundly. The lookout criminal downstairs, seeing the police leave, breathes a sigh of relief. 1st floor police left. Really a bunch of idiots. Continue monitoring. On the boss's side, the shot just now hit the red wine beside Jessica. He viciously chokes the woman's neck. I'll give you one last chance. Next time it'll be real. The police side actually aren't fools either. The old officer sees through that. The entire building is occupied. Definitely can't be solved by just 2 patrol officers. Rash action will only make those people desperate. Now we leave as if nothing happened. Hurry and request backup. Soon after, police through card transaction details, phone locations, and monitors screen out the hostage list in the building. When they know Shin Eun-ha is also inside, the police feel troubled. If celebrities are hostages, you think if they die, will public opinion spare us? Police immediately launch meticulous operation. They climb to the opposite building's rooftop to observe. Then discover not only are 7th floor windows covered, 1st floor also has dangerous explosives. Bring pistols and completely surround here. Don't let anyone escape. Boss, seems like detectives and special forces have all come. The criminal reports to the boss. Activate Plan E. Hearing the boss's words, the criminal points at Lee Tai-ho, telling him to come out. What? Me, so sudden. Yes, you. If you don't want a hole in your girlfriend's head, then quickly follow me. Lee Tai-ho explains. She's not my girlfriend. We just happen to meet and share a table. This makes the criminal more convinced Lee Tai-ho is scum. He should obediently listen. Meanwhile, Kang Kang-in is still on the 5th floor, working hard to dismantle landmines. He hears voices from upstairs, "Do as I say properly, or your girlfriend will die. You go outside and say nothing happened here. The stairs have landmines installed. You go first. If you don't want to eat bullets, then hurry up." Lee Tae-ho can only walk forward with trembling legs, fearfully advancing. Just as he finally reaches the last step, a female voice comes from the room, "Aren't you CEO Lee?" Lee Tae-ho pushes the door and peeks inside. "I woke up in the elevator and phone can't be used. What happened?" Lee Tae-ho, seeing Ra Kang-in imitate a woman's voice, is very shocked, but he immediately realizes this is acting. The criminal outside, hearing the voice, thinks it's a weak woman, directly boldly walks inside. Before you know it, Ra Kang-in pushes Lee Tae-ho aside, flies toward the first criminal, entering with a kick. The robber has no reaction time. Pistol misfires, shooting toward his companion, but the several behind all wear bulletproof vests. Ra Kang-in seizes the pistol, almost no time spent aiming. Bullets precisely hit the robber's hands and feet. The whole sequence flows like water. He leaps again. The criminals who haven't realized what happened are all hit by the pistol. Kang-in smoothly steps on the criminal's head, landing steadily. Lee Tae-ho, seeing this scene, is completely shocked. In the blink of an eye, solved 4 gun-wielding criminals. Is this still human? Really too incredible, Mr. Kang-in. Ra Kang-in asks him about the current 7th floor situation. How pitiful, actually using citizens. Ra Kang-in strips all the criminals, searching out their weapons. At this time, the communicator sounds, "This is 7th floor lone wolf." What's that sound downstairs? Just as CEO Lee feels this time they're definitely finished. Ra Kang-in calmly imitates the voice. "Just now 2 guys appeared on 5th floor, we dealt with them." Facing Lee Tae-ho's confusion, Ra Kang-in explains his special skill is imitation, no matter what you put on the bulletproof vest. He instructs CEO Lee, if the unconscious guys wake up, then finish them off. Then goes upstairs alone. "Hand over the password." Lone Wolf is still frantically threatening. "Even if you kill me, I won't say." Scarlet still persists. Lone Wolf can't stand it anymore and prepares to shoot, when 2 companions fly past him from behind. He looks back and Ra Kang-in, like a war god, charges in. The crowd immediately stirs. "Is it police? We're saved." Kang-in Hyung, before Shin Eun-ha can call out. The remaining criminals wildly shoot, but with system enhancement, Ra Kang-in easily dodges. He grabs one criminal with lightning speed, like a whirlwind sweeping fallen leaves, knocking other criminals unconscious. Knowing these people all wear bulletproof vests, Ra Kang-in adds a few shots, making them completely pass out. But at this time, he notices Shin Eun-ha is gone. Citizens step forward, pointing the way. The masked man took Shin Eun-ha and the foreign woman that way. Ra Kang-in immediately tells citizens to go to 5th floor and meet with CEO Lee Tae-ho, then gather at the cafe. On the other side, the criminals lower ropes, preparing to secretly escape. As for why they're bringing the noisy Shin Eun-ha, merely for convenience when police catch up, to throw her down. Shin Eun-ha shouts, "Don't say those incomprehensible English words, you beasts." At the critical moment, Ra Kang-in arrives in time again. This bastard! 2 criminals overestimate themselves, charging at Kang-in, while the protagonist has already planned the attack route. He does a backflip, easily avoiding the 2's attacks, then 2 clean shots knock them down. Idiot. The criminal holding Eun-ha hostage shoots wildly at Ra Kang-in, but the man with built-in system naturally won't be hit by bullets. He dodges, avoiding all bullets. "Eun-ha, get down!" The next second, as the girl lies down, several bullets steadily hit the criminal. Seeing only himself left, Lone Wolf panics. "You bastard!" Then he notices Scarlet beside. "Stop right there." He pulls the trigger, piercing through Scarlet's arm. "Next time it'll be here. If you don't put down the gun, I'll shoot immediately." Ra Kang-in, without hesitation, tosses the gun aside. Meanwhile, after all that work, police finally dismantle the landmines at the entrance. Citizens walk out one after another, hands raised high. Gun-wielding terrorists suddenly rushed into the cafe, about to shoot us. Just when I thought I was going to die, someone more terrifying than terrorists appeared. In the blink of an eye, he dodged all bullets and knocked them down. The atmosphere was horrifying. If not for him, we'd definitely be dead. Rather than a hero, he's more like a ghost. The police are confused. So a ghost-like ninja person dodged bullets while knocking down all terrorists completely unharmed? What nonsense is this? Is everyone having hallucinations from shock? They might possess hallucination-inducing chemical weapons. Tell the suppression team to wear gas masks. 7th floor, Ra Kang-in's action of throwing down the gun shocks Scarlet. Even combat intelligence thinks he's crazy, but currently there really is no better method. "How did you little punk get up here? I clearly received message saying downstairs is fine." Ra Kang-in takes a deep breath and begins his performance, then imitates the criminals' voices. "It was all me, boss." "How did boss get fooled?" "It's you guy." Seeing this scene, Lone Wolf can't stand it anymore. Damn, go to hell. But Ra Kang-in is faster than him. He picks up the knife and fork on the table, approaching Lone Wolf. In just an instant, hits Lone Wolf's chest. This is thanks to combat intelligence's predicted actions. Hostages were able to be rescued. Seeing the gun has dropped, Lone Wolf realizes how powerful the opponent is. "You little punk. Where are you from? State your code name." "Listen carefully. I'll only say once. My code name is Food Truck." Then what greets Lone Wolf is a ruthless beating. Under a barrage of punches and kicks, Lone Wolf completely falls, unable to rise. Food Truck, what the hell is Food Truck? Intelligence reminds Ra Kang-in the hostage's arm received gunshot wound, need to implement emergency measures. At this time, the head chef carrying a medical kit quickly appears. "Miss Scarlet, are you alright? I've been staying here. I'm the person in charge here." Fortunately, the wound isn't deep, slightly off, didn't hit the bone. With combat intelligence's powerful medical technique, the wound temporarily gets relief, but still need to go to hospital. Scarlet thanks Ra Kang-in in English. Although she can speak K-country, she takes Ra Kang-in for a secret agent the American government sent to protect her. But she doesn't know the man before her is a born and raised K-country food truck server. The scene shifts to the late but arriving police, still cautiously feeling their way upstairs. "Officer, sirs, you finally came, Lee Tae-ho excitedly forgets to put away the gun. Hooray, you should have come earlier. Waiting for you, my head almost split open. Finally, they confirm the hostage list. Mr. Lee Tae-ho is indeed among them. Then are those on the ground terrorists. Landmine spotted. The police shout and all drop down. Result is the landmine was already dismantled. Arriving at 7th floor, police see the calm head chef Oh Ji-dui Cheol. He explains to police everything has been settled. Although one customer was injured, emergency treatment was done, so it's fine. All tied up terrorists were knocked unconscious. No way, all handled already. Then why did we hurry over so urgently? Thanks to you, this dangerous incident was resolved. In the police car, officer, thanks Kang-in. And quickly grasp the boss's identity, thank you. The boss's code name is Lone Wolf. He's an international criminal who'll do anything for money. That guy is listed on Interpol's wanted list. You took him down in one go, is this real? And besides 3 who are Lone Wolf's subordinates, the rest were people he hired with money. It was that secretary who recommended Penelope Restaurant to the American lady. Anyway, this matter will be investigated and handled by American agencies, but you're really too excellent. Why would you single-handedly fight those guys? Even the person shot doesn't have life-threatening injuries. This is truly miraculous. How exactly do you possess this ability? Heard you're not from Special Forces background either. Detecting police suspecting the agent's identity, intelligence immediately organizes emergency situation defense statements. So Kang-in can only make up, I was probably isolated from the world for 2 years. I was training myself in deep mountains at that time. At that time, fasting 7 days under a waterfall, that waterfall's water was very clear. I traveled through Taebaek mountains training everywhere. When hungry, I'd dig up wild ginseng to eat. In the martial arts I comprehended includes shooting. Of course, I practice with water guns. That martial art is called gun fist way. The police are shocked. Is this talent, although cool, but this is too much like a crazy person. On the other side, the doctor seeing the bandaging on Scarlett's hand can't help but be shocked. This suturing technique is too similar to last time. Definitely the person who did temporary surgery last time, no doubt. The 2 doctors are very excited. They start asking who did the bandaging. However, Scarlett looks guarded, saying no comment. The doctor can't wait to report to orthopedic surgeon Lee Jung-ho. Section chief, that sewing machine, found that person who sutures like a sewing machine. Hearing this, Lee Jung-ho slams the table and rises, immediately wants to go see. But after the patient received basic treatment, they left. Lee Jung-ho looks helpless. Did you ask the police where is that person? Police also say they don't know. Knowing nothing, why did you run over here, you brat? The police station side also received a shock. Park Ki-jung receives a letter only one investigator can view. He casually opens the letter but is immediately shocked. The captain immediately asks what's written inside. Anyway, it just says can't look, didn't say can't listen. Park Ki-jung says, this terrorist action's hero is that blockbuster movie's martial arts director. But more shocking is, we all know this person. Remember that tightrope expert? I was wondering who it was. Thanks to his profile, we could quickly catch the criminal. Wait, you're saying the tightrope walking artist? Wait, he's also martial arts expert, film director expert. Several days later, the nation convenes a high-level meeting about terrorists. Although the topic should be Lone Wolf, Ra Kang-in's existence is too dazzling. Heard he also carried someone walking tightrope between buildings. Although we think he's definitely special forces, according to investigation, he was discharged from administrative department. According to Mr. Ra Kang-in himself, he alone in deep mountains ate wild ginseng and trained. He also said fasting 7 days under a waterfall. Wait, what about that bomb dismantling skill? Heard he precisely removed the detonation device. Did he also learn this under the waterfall? Possibly learned from watching movies. In the PC cafe, Shin Eun-ha, after disguising herself, comes to find Ra Kang-in again. She brings a large bag of ingredients for Ra Kang-in. Last time didn't eat anything, let's eat together today. Just make it for me to eat. Go back, you can eat outside. Why run here and specially buy ingredients? To be honest, I'll just make it for you to eat. The girl's face immediately turns completely red. Don't know, just because you're nearby I feel at ease and won't have nightmares, that's why I came. She musters courage and says it all only to discover Ra Kang-in isn't listening at all. The ingredients you bought are very fresh, let me make you seafood dishes. So annoying, the girl's face turns red with anger. After a while, aromatic and delicious seafood dishes are brought to the table. Too crazy, this looks so appetizing. Shin Eun-ha drools. The 2 girls put it in their mouths and feel it so delicious they could cry. At this time, Scarlett pops out. Can I also taste that? I have some friends in Korea, so I inquired and found this place. I only inquired about your name and workplace. Please forgive me. My main purpose for coming is wanting to hire you as my bodyguard. However, intelligence reminds if becoming a bodyguard will affect future missions, so Kang-in refuses. This makes the bodyguard behind breathe a sigh of relief. Kang-in explains his life here is also doing alright. The woman says then there's no choice, let me taste your cooking. Afterwards, she's delighted to discover it's more delicious than any high-class cuisine she's eaten so far. I'm full, today I'm going abroad, leaving first. Before parting, she hands over her business card. She plans to hold a sea party in Korea soon, hoping to hire Kang-in as chef. Considering future finances might have some difficulties, so Kang-in still accepts this. Scarlett goes out and gets in the car. Although the matter didn't succeed, she's still very happy. I got new intelligence. He's very good at cooking, delicious to the point it shocked me. Maybe we'll meet again soon. The scene comes to the hospital. Doctors are still discussing that perfect suturing technique actually came from the same person's hands, but still have no clue about that doctor's identity. The police also insist on not telling us. Yeonji's surgery definitely needs this doctor. I absolutely won't give up. Even if I use connections across the entire country, I'll definitely find him. Meanwhile, at the iron factory, Ra Kang-in is buried in repairing the malfunctioning cutting machine. The cutting machine crackles with electricity, looking very dangerous. What, are you sure you can fix it? Shin Eun-ha expresses doubt. Trust me, I'm very good at this, Ra Kang-in says seriously, awakened cutting warrior. However, things don't go as wished. After After brief convulsions, the machine declares itself scrapped. Intelligence. Didn't you say you could fix this? Ra Kang-in is annoyed. Please purchase new additional equipment and materials. Shin Eun-ha thinks he's angry at her. Why do you look like you're about to scold me? Even frowning at me. She looks aggrieved. I'm not the one who broke it. I'm not angry at you. I'm angry at the crazy person in my body who broke the machine. Well, I also have that kind of craziness deep inside. Forget it. Let's go shopping. Ra Kang-in pushes the door and leaves. But his shopping is different from girls. He goes straight to the hardware store. Shin Eun-ha receives a call from manager Park Woo-seep. Eun-ha, where are you now? Don't drink. Manager, condition well. You just received a TV commercial filming invitation. Really great. I'll take it. Is it cosmetics, contact lenses, or shampoo? It's a beverage commercial, and they also need Mr. Ra Kang-in's phone number. They say they want to add gorgeous action scenes to the beverage commercial. Hope to hire a martial arts director. Seems like they got the inspiration from watching the movie. Hearing this, Shin Eun-ha directly hands the phone to Ra Kang-in. After Park Woo-seep greets Kang-in, he explains they received a commercial filming invitation. Combat intelligence reminds the agent needs more budget to expand the base equipment. If not showing face in TV commercial, then it's fine. Park Woo-seep says this won't show face, just need to guide like filming a movie. But regarding clothing will be a bit special. Although won't show face, it's tights. The two arrive at Soch Entertainment's employee cafeteria. Park Woo-seep excitedly welcomes Kang-in. Because he already ate, Shin Eun-ha and Kang-in have a chance to be alone, just as the girl is secretly pleased. Song Hwan discovers them. Kang and Hyung, what are you doing here? Turns out Eun-ha Nuna is with Sa. I'm your fan. Eating together is truly an honor. Hearing Kang-in's inquiry, Song Hwan explains he came to check the server's security system. Heard other agencies were all hacked by hackers, so Sa, hearing the rumors, asked me over. Shin Eun-ha just feels absurd. This kind of thing should find experts. How can they find a PC cafe part-timer? Ra Kang-in explains Song Hwan is a white hat hacker, relatively capable. Really, this PC cafe is really strange. Kang and Hyung has to work there part-time. Even hackers work there part-time. Could the boss be the mastermind? But their words shock Song Hwan. I never said I'm a hacker. Kang and Hyung, how did you know? Ra Kang-in suddenly feels bad about to be exposed, can only brush it off, saying his intuition is always very accurate. At this time, a girl group comes to greet Shin Eun-ha, immediately attracting Song Hwan's attention. Actually, Song Hwan is also a fanatic fan of this girl group. Speaking of which, why is Kang and Hyung here? Song Hwan wonders. Learning Kang-in will work as martial arts director filming commercials here, Song Hwan is very excited to be Kang and Hyung's one-day manager. Shin Eun-ha beside can only helplessly clench her fists. This date is ruined again. Work starts immediately. The beverage commercial producer first expresses deep gratitude that Ra Kang-in could come, and due to time reasons must start work immediately. Ra Kang-in soon changes into the costume. This tight suit is more embarrassing than imagined. He asks intelligence, will people still wear such clothes 60 years later? With such advanced technology, then how would anyone wear such embarrassing clothing? As expected, when he goes out and Kim Yu-chan sees this scene, the other laughs very unscrupulously. Teacher, your physique is great. Wearing tights also has great feel. Shin Eun-ha is both shy and angry. Hyung, are you an idiot? How can you just come out wearing only tights? Quickly put on green shorts outside at least. The result is even more comical. Kang-in looks at the two of them. Is this your costume? Doesn't seem very suitable for filming action scenes. Actually, their costume is like this, equally embarrassing. However, just as they're about to sign the contract, the network disconnects. Even worse, it's the security software Song Hwan installed that cut off the network. The boy explains this software detects hacker intrusion and immediately cuts off the line. Sure enough, the advertising company's all computer networks are down, all desktops can't operate. This also shocks the boss greatly. What? All our company computers got hacked. Which damn bastard would do this? Classmate, you're also a hacker, tell me quickly. Hurry, think of a solution. If worried about money issues, even 10 million is fine. 10 million? Ra Kang-in's heart stirs slightly. Seong Hwan explains he's only good at defending against hackers, not reverse tracking. To do it still needs institutional assistance. Combat intelligence keenly catches Kang-in's mood change. You hope we earn that money ourselves, right? Please leave it to me. Ra Kang-in steps forward. Several people are all extremely shocked, thinking he's joking. If you pay 10 million, I can definitely find him, Ra Kang-in says firmly. Without delay, Ra Kang-in's fingers fly on the keyboard. Intelligence estimates completing reverse tracking will take 4 minutes. 4 minutes for 10 million is also huge profit. Ra Kang-in's unobstructed operation leaves fellow hacker Song Hwan confused. Why can he pass through the firewall like this? But Ra Kang-in himself doesn't know either. Soon Ra Kang-in confidently turns around. Already found the enemy's location. Please transfer to me after confirmation. What? The boss looks incredulous. Solved so quickly, did I bid too high? Bid too high? Ra Kang-in's face darkens. This concerns the company's fate. You don't want to be harmed again, right? Meanwhile, police also knock on the hacker's door. After moments of sophistry, the hacker facing evidence on the computer has nowhere to deny. Finally can only confess to his crimes. Learning the news, Park Woo-seep praises Kang-in endlessly. Not only superior martial arts skills, but hacking ability also so good. Ra Kang-in also states grandly he can do everything. Only fellow computer expert Song Hwan knows how powerful his operation just was. Alright, our filming should also start. This ridiculous costume absolutely can't be worn until tomorrow. This is a commercial about Vitality Splash beverage. The male lead symbolizing rival companies quietly appears, engaging in fierce collision with the beautiful girl symbolizing Vitality Splash. The two immediately begin dueling. Result is the blue side has no ability to fight back. After a gorgeous combo, the beautiful girl spews flames, then follows gorgeous and flowing movements, finally completely resolves this battle. At the ending part, the girl gently opens the soda tab. One gulp symbolizes refreshing mood. My god, this is too great. The commercial director praises the video's actions endlessly. Ra Kang-in is simply a god. Studio people are also crazy. He's like he knows where CG processing is needed, truly divine. Although efficiency is high, in fact Ra Kang-in seriously guides plenty. Every carefully designed movement, Ra Kang-in responsibly participates throughout, until finally filming ends. Both artists feel exhausted. Ra Kang-in seems to have endless stamina. At this time intelligence sends a warning. Agent sound engineer Kwak Yu-sun detected electric shock danger. Without any hesitation, Ra Kang-in grabs a nearby knife and throws it. The instant Kwak Yu-sun gets shocked, the blade perfectly cuts the power line. Then everyone reacts. Miss Kwak Yu-sun fainted. Kang-in quickly goes forward to check. Although shocked but duration insufficient to be fatal, body functions are normal. Ra Kang-in breathes a long sigh of relief. Looking at the boss kneeling on the ground, Kang-in says as long as she's sent to hospital in time she'll be fine. But now there's a new problem, because the equipment Kwak Yu-sun was in charge of can't all be used. Even the computer working was burned inside, although the footage is fine. But the original music file is also in that computer, so can't open it. Because the composer is Miss Kwak Yu-sun's older brother, so can't directly ask for the original music. If he knows his sister had an accident, he absolutely won't let us go. Moreover, contacting the composer, the advertising clients will also know an accident occurred. Heard the client is someone who really cares about bad luck. If he knows this, he might change production companies. Just as the director is about to despair, he suddenly hears melodious music. Want to feel refreshed? Just drink Vitality Splash. Sure enough, nothing can stop this man from getting paid. As expected, the boss is captivated by his singing, wanting to replace the original music. Mr. Kang-in's voice should be recorded separately once more to be better. The two actors look confused. How good is Kang-in-hyung's voice for the director to have that reaction? Mr. Kang-in, can you play the entire commercial song with guitar? Intelligence. Play it perfectly with guitar from start to finish. Remember to help me adjust my vocal cords. So the performance begins. In Kang-in's eyes, this is like personal karaoke. When stamina is insufficient, drink Vitality Splash, as his soulful voice echoes throughout. Everyone is immersed in it. Wow, this is so good, like a machine, precise and error-free. Vitality Splash. Vitality Splash. My god, was the martial arts director a singer before? Synchronization so perfect, BGM also precisely on point. Natural robot performance mode excellent enough to make people forget the funny costume. Even after the music ends, everyone doesn't stop praising, got goosebumps. The director even sheds tears. Must put Mr. Ra Kang-in singing in the commercial, will definitely explode in popularity. A week later, the commercial airs smoothly. Rin wonders this singer's voice sounds a lot like Kang-in-hyung. Song Hwan smiles proudly, this is Kang-in-hyung singing, I even heard it live. Really so cool, Kang-in-hyung is indeed multi-talented. But speaking of which, Eunha Nuna showed her original appearance in the commercial. Before Yoon Seo finishes speaking, Eunha arrests her from behind. If you want to be safe, talk to me nicely. By the way, where's Kang-in-hyung? He said today's lunch has an appointment, so he went out. Eunha puffs up angrily, originally wanted to celebrate his singer debut and treat him to lunch. On the other side, at a high-class restaurant. Really thank you so much for saving me. Also thank you for letting me treat you to another meal. Kwak Yu-sun got Big Brother's black card to treat Ra Kang-in to a meal. Intelligence reminds Ra Kang-in budget is tight recently, good cuisine, please eat more. Then I won't be polite. Kim Yu-chan and Chef Jeon Cha-seon discover this side. This place is super delicious, Chef Jeon Cha-seon's cuisine is simply first rate. But Kim Yu-chan then mentions Ra Kang-in is the best chef in the world. This makes the chef pause. Jeon Cha-seon's eyes immediately change. You're a chef? A spy actually came to my restaurant. This wet behind the ears kid actually came here to steal other secret recipes. The smart Ra Kang-in also realizes this. Hello, you seem to have misunderstood. I'm not here to inquire. Forget it. Where did you learn cooking? Self-taught. Ra Kang-in can only explain this way. Jeon Cha-seon's heart leaps with joy. What strongest ability, isn't it just amateur? Kim Yu-chan adds, I really want to eat the food from that time at the food truck. Food truck? Haha, I thought. Jeon Cha-seon's mouth corners simply can't be suppressed. He stares at Ra Kang-in. So you're a junior wanting my guidance. Should put down your pride and ask for more advice. At this time, Chef Ogddy Cheol walks in. He quickly greets and bows. Ogddy Cheol realizes Ra Kang-in is also present. He immediately kneels on both knees. How are you, Chef Ara? Really didn't expect to run into you here. What? After some explanation, learns it was Lee Tae-ho who told him, Mr. Kang-in is also skilled at cooking, although never eaten food Mr. Kang-in made. But Ogddy Cheol long ago determined Kang-in is the best chef. This greatly shocks Chef Jeon, this food truck brat. No, the chef is actually the person who saved Big Brother from terrorists. He also saved us too. He also saved me. A big guy pops out. This is the commercial song's composer Kwak Chan-suk, also Kwak Yu-sun's older brother. Heard you also adapted my song, very good, right? You saved my little sister, which is saving me. Really thank you so much. After pleasant dining, Ra Kang-in returns to the steel factory. About time to start making new equipment. Intelligence suggests now can start making weapons first. Swords and guns aren't very stable, better to start with protective gear. He asks Intelligence what protective gear can current materials make. Considering the current era, recommends custom-made dragon scale armor. That's bulletproof vest protecting parts of chest and shoulders, composed of hundreds of thin scales. Slight differences between scales are due to precise customization according to individual's body type. So it's a top-grade treasure completed stitch by stitch, although can also make thick, but can also custom make thin style that can't be seen under clothes. But because people's body shape changes, like if your beer belly comes out, defensive power will greatly decrease. The most important point is, this protective gear is very expensive. Now our money can only purchase 15% of materials. Just as he and Intelligence are bickering, Lee Tae-ho calls, heard Mr. Kang-in caught the hacker. Our company also hired professional security company, strengthening firewall technology. If possible, want to ask Mr. Kang-in to check this system. The next day, Kang-in brings On Song-hwan to help. Ra Kang-in has become a celebrity in the company. Thanks to him, the movie was able to sell big. His handsome image attracts a large group of girls' attention. The three come to the company's data center. Two external vendor security experts boast, antivirus software can basically stop all attacks. Seeing Kang-in looks doubtful, Lee Tae-ho explains although this is installed, his heart still feels a bit uneasy. The two experts are a bit unhappy. This antivirus software is already perfect. Don't forget to mock Rock Hang-in. No matter how you check our system, there won't be any vulnerabilities. Intelligence says only if given money can help him. So Rock Hang-in starts checking the computer. Soon Intelligence discovers a vulnerability not yet public in this era. In this era, probably fewer than 10 people have exploited this vulnerability. So their network security company not knowing this is also very normal. Well, this also can't be ignored. Similarly, in just a few minutes, Rock Hang-in easily passes through the security company's firewall, typing speed so fast they can't even see clearly. Lee Tae-ho's expression hardens. The thing you installed got breached so quickly? Rock Hang-in explains, can't blame them. Fewer than 10 people in this world know this vulnerability. The two experts immediately look ingratiating. May we ask, can you tell us? We also want to know how to pass through. Lee Tae-ho interrupts them. You still want to get something for nothing. Do you know how much money I spent on the firewall? Can you give the same amount of money? Combat Intelligence reminds Rock Hang-in to play dumb. After all, can't disclose all vulnerabilities. This isn't conducive to intelligence gathering. This vulnerability isn't common at all, and I also didn't say I'd tell you. Lee Tae-ho suggests Kang-in selling the information can make quite a bit of money. However, Kang-in decides to disclose this for free. To avoid being exploited by intentional hackers, he only plans to announce it in the community. Joining the computer enthusiast community to become an official member requires answering 10 questions from senior users. But for Kang-in, this only takes a few minutes. Kang-in's fingers move swift as flying. Typing speed creates after images. The efficiency leaves the administrator dumbfounded. In less than 2 minutes, Kang-in becomes an official member. Without any hesitation, Rock Hang-in quickly publishes an announcement in the community disclosing the security software vulnerability. After the administrator's testing discovers it indeed works. If processing isn't completed quickly, after information leaks, consequences will be dire. Lee Tae-ho praises. If selling the information to that company just now should earn tens of millions, but you actually disclosed it for free. You're really too incredible. Tens of millions, if so, please quickly change your words, Agent. Combat Intelligence advises him. People have pride, intelligence. How can you do this? Besides only one company knowing this information, hackers will still continuously attack. I think fully disclosing this way is the righteous act. Just a bit regrettable that's tens of millions. After the network vulnerability incident is resolved, Rock Hang-in's bulletproof vest is also tested. Although only wrist-sized but completely no foreign body sensation. Something made of metal can actually be so elastic. And just relying on this bit of steel can block one pistol bullet. Combat Intelligence still has some skill. Combat Intelligence reminds Next still needs more money. What? I already earned so much money and it's still not enough. Very good, I'll call you Money Intelligence from now on. At this time, big financier, CEO Lee Tae-ho calls again. Today I want to ask Mr. Rock Hang-in to help check Iron Man Engineering security server detection in Iron Man Engineering's building. Lee Tae-ho explains Iron Man Engineering security protection is already very thorough. Combat Intelligence reminds Agent can grab some guns to supplement military strength. This broken AI is simply crazy. Lee Tae-ho offers an ingratiating gesture, just check the firewall like the other day. The IT security company's team leader pops out, heard you helped Though Entertainment do firewall testing the other day. He mocks, I already upgraded Iron Man Engineering's antivirus software to the latest. After Combat Intelligence detection, the protection system here is relatively complete, but still has several existing vulnerabilities. After confirming no concerns, Kang-in types it into a document. Then he points at the security system head, already written, you can look slowly. That leader, while silently cursing while leaning in to look, the kid is really rude. But he's immediately stunned. How is this possible? Seeing his crazy apology seems a bit familiar. Everything ends earlier than imagined. Lee Tae-ho suggests taking Kang-in to see Iron Man Engineering's shooting test range. Intelligence appears unusually excited, can't wait to see this era's weapons. The test range looks fairly complete. Rock Hang-in picks up a test gun. Under CEO Lee's expectant gaze, Rock Hang-in puts on headphones. Fixed targets are too simple for you. Should we change to moving targets? Rock Hang-in focuses intently. Please go ahead. The control room asks CEO Lee to start first stage. Lee Tae-ho silently gestures a 5. Fifth segment is the limit, although shocked he still does it. The targets in the air move rapidly. Rock Hang-in is understated. Several shots without any error. All targets get chest shots and headshots. Lee Tae-ho and the other drool with envy at this divine gun skill. Perfect score, not only every shot hit, but also within 10 seconds. On the other side, Kang-in sees someone over there testing bulletproof armor. Kang-in is a bit curious. Lee Tae-ho explains this is someone bringing self-made bulletproof vests for testing. Some people make their own equipment, but conducting shooting tests domestically isn't easy at all, so they come here. My father once also experienced many difficulties due to equipment testing problems, so now chooses to rent out the venue. As long as you apply, you can get rental guns, training dummies, and venue. But money definitely still has to be paid. After all, dummies are expensive. Rock Hang-in thinks his dragon scale armor also needs live ammunition testing. Suddenly, Kang-in sees the armor on that dummy is quite special. The maker says his dragon scale armor can withstand all bullets. Intelligence, his has the same name as what you made. Combat Intelligence explains, this is pure coincidence. Many people have made similar things since long ago, and the name is also very common. Watch carefully, that owner starts showing off testing. One shot and the vest barely blocks the bullet, but if in actual combat, the person's ribs should break. Well, but as long as the person didn't die, then it's not bad. Rock Hang-in also prepares to test his dragon scale armor. However, at this time can only be called bulletproof wrist guard right. Seeing this scene, the armor maker simply doesn't believe that thin iron piece can block bullets, and also says sarcastic remarks from behind. Intelligence complains armor made so bulky like his is simply impractical. Although the dragon scale armor made now uses some low-grade materials, it's also not current era's junk that can compete. Rock Hang-in picks up the pistol, shoots at the wrist guard, although the wrist guard overall dents inward, but everyone is surprised to discover the dummy's arm under the wrist guard is almost perfectly intact. This scene leaves people beside completely confused. Is this possible? Returning home, Rock Hang-in's 10 million for checking firewalls has also arrived. Let's go, reward ourselves. yourselves, eat something good. Meanwhile, Iron Man engineering team leader Lee Tai-seong is troubled about spending 10 million in 1 hour. Although 3 server vulnerabilities were found, but this is 2, the assistant adds, something special happened at the publicly open test firing range. Please look at this video. After watching the video, Lee Tai-seong anxiously pushes open father's door. Dad, please look at this quickly. Turns out it's yesterday's test video. Lee Tae-ho urges brother not to make a fuss. For Mr. Kang, in it's just child's play. No. Lee Tae-seong emphasizes the wrist guard's absorption ability. You look carefully when shot, the dummy's arm wasn't pushed backward. Although pistol and rifle power aren't quite the same. But the hit parts are also different. Normally being hit on the arm should shake violently. So how exactly did this wrist guard do it? Lee Tae-ho explains he doesn't know either. Only saw the wrist guard block 1 bullet and completely broke. Could it be using the protective gear overall to disperse impact force? It's also possible not just around the shot part, the wrist's entire part all disperse impact force. We don't know there's such perfect technique for dispersing impact force. The CEO hearing this immediately instructs the eldest son, Tae-seong, quickly inquire about the technology source, if possible buy the whole thing, if not getting usage rights also works. On Kang-in's side, after hanging the Earth Alliance manufacturing factory sign, receives Lee Tae-ho's call, so agrees to the 2 brothers coming to find him. This is the right place. The sign, what is this? Is Mr. Kang-in also interested in sci-fi movies? Mr. Kang-in, hello, I'm Lee Tae-seong from Iron Man Engineering. When he enters inside, discovers old and new equipment completely mixed together. And the equipment they're very interested in is just something Kang-in casually made in this small broken factory. My god, which which technology was used to make this? Kang-in says, that's just something he casually developed himself. What? Even the technology, which school did you learn at? Kang-in responds lightly, actually just self-taught. Could it be you don't want to tell us? Lee Tae-seong mutters internally. He speaks directly, we want to buy that technology, any amount of money is fine. This makes Kang-in pause. What do you plan to do after buying that? Of course, mass-produce bulletproof vests for sale, including police, military, even our country has a market. However, intelligence pours cold water. Dragon-scale armor is personally customized equipment. From modern technology perspective, can't be mass-produced. Kang-in can only explain, because it's meticulously measuring the user's body type, then every component made and assembled stitch by stitch. So it's handmade, high-end goods. Lee Tai-seong doesn't give up. Then I'll buy the measurement method and calculation method from you. But this is still refused by Kang-in. Why, we won't disappoint you. Kang-in explains, that's a secret only I can know. Mainly when Kang-in asks intelligence says he also doesn't know. This is natural robots calculation technique that exists in independent database, so can only use but can't express. Most technologies mentioned so far are independent modules. Kang-in explains he made it by feeling, so it's hard to explain in words others can understand. This leaves Lee Tae-seong very helpless, speechless. If I keep raising the price, will he agree? At this time, Kang-in receives a phone call. Lee Tae-seong glimpses the caller's name on the phone. Isn't that Scarlett from Omega Technology? Hi Mr. Kang-in, I'm Scarlett, you haven't forgotten me, right? I'm going to K country in a few days, let's meet. The sea party I mentioned before is prepared grand and luxurious. Please serve as our dining consultant. I'll pay very generous consultant fees. Intelligence reminds, not only can earn money, but can eat delicious cuisine. Please quickly agree to her. Lee Tae-seong beside looks suspicious. Omega Technology is a company famous for robot technology. Does the man before really have bulletproof manufacturing technology? We must act first. He leans forward. May I ask what you plan to do with that technology afterward? Of course, bulletproof vest. The design is already done. Then how about this? We won't mass produce, just make handmade high-end bulletproof vests. Client development and body measurement are our company's responsibility. On this basis, Mr. Kang-in handles design. How about it? Intelligence says Iron Man Engineering should fail many times, but the ones working hard aren't us, so it doesn't matter. So in the end, it's still negotiated. Lee Tai-seong can't help but ask his brother, didn't you say Mr. Kang-in is a stunt double? Yes, but now should call him martial arts director teacher, also security system expert, and head chef. Lee Tai-seong is startled, so why would he be on the phone with Scarlett? Lee Tae-ho explains the Penelope incident. The one who defeated criminals and saved that woman was Mr. Kang-in. Ah, why are you only telling me such important things now? Shin Eun-ha's room. The girl is worrying about Kang and not replying to messages. Why isn't he at all curious about my situation? At this time, Kang lightly responds with one word work, which makes the girl happy. Mom, I'm going out to eat, you and Young-suk can eat. Soon the girl appears at Kang's steel factory. Wow, what's with your attitude, acting like you knew I was coming? Kang explains he's making bulletproof vest. The girl curiously leans forward to observe, why is there nothing you can't do? A complete dragon-scale armor is clearly presented. Eun-ha complains, this doesn't look like bulletproof armor but like a sleeveless undershirt. Kang silently hands over a bowl of instant noodles. I knew you came to find me, definitely to eat together. I don't want to eat this. Kang and Hyung stew ribs for me to eat.